Hey y'all. Hello. How are y'all doing? How y'all doing? Look, I decided to let the gossip build up and come in after the fact because it was just dribs and drabs and it just wasn't good enough. Y'all know how I am. I don't really jump on stuff right when it first happens. I like to wait a minute, see if anything else decent gonna come out. And I hate to jump on and talk about nothing, because it ain't no point. But we got to talk about a few things, just a few. And I hope y'all in here comfortable. Hit your like button, please. I know I didn't set the live up early enough in advance, but I stopped doing that because YouTube refused to send out notifications. So if they ain't notifying, ain't no point in me setting nothing in advance. So y'all hit the like button and that'll push me out into the algorithm and we can go ahead and start talking. Okay? Now, it's a couple of things we got to talk about. But before we do, hit your who's in the room, and then we're going to talk about what we got to talk about. Okay? It's about that time. Let me see who's up in here, and let's get it done. We got the beautiful Bianca Edwards in the house. Hey, boo. She said hit that like button now and get y'all drinks. Okay? My sis, Cheryl Thomas Hughes in the house. All right, Songbird. Nacho Twins mama is in the house. Who else we got up in here? And she telling y'all to hit that like button. So please hit it. Miss Sparkle is here, y'all. Our resident Mary Kay lady. All right. Ashley. Hey, there's my kid, Coco Pop. Hey, boo. How you been doing? Auntie Eva is here. She's here. All right. Glad to see you. It's Tish. Hey, girl. How are you? Mr. James here. I know that's right. How you doing? It's good to see you. It is. All right. Sonia Charles. Honey, we got a new member. Y'all better welcome Sonia. Now the whole family ain't here tonight, Sonia. Not yet, at least. Now, when the whole crew is here, they get a little silly, but they're going to welcome you properly. I trust the ladies who are here to give you a warm royal family welcome. You are welcome. We're glad to have you. Please send your birthday information on the email or the Instagram link you see scrolling across the screen. I missed a couple of birthdays on those days that I was out. I did not forget you ladies, and we can celebrate y'all whenever y'all want to. Just let me know, and I'm going to try to do something special for you. Because I know y'all got, we showed y'all love in Discord, but that's not the same. But I really was not on the air. But please, Sonia, send your birthday so we can celebrate your birthday. We show love around here. It's love in action. So thank you for joining, and we're happy to have you. Hey, Star. Okay. I'm going to help you finish up your work. Don't worry. I'm going to roll with you. Hey, Gaby. Hello, beautiful. How are you? It's so good to see you. Oh my gosh. Turn on that air conditioner. Y'all, I'm having a private summer. It's hot. It's hot under my skin. It's on fire. It's melting. Okay. Gaby is in the house. Who else we got up in here? Before we start running our mouths, Mama's Peanut is in the building. She says she in the house. Hey, y'all. Okay. Honey, my other sis, she here. She just on the phone. She ain't in the chat. Queen of Hearts KS, how you doing? Good to see you. All right, all right. Who else up in here? The beautiful, the gorgeous Nisi Rose. Hey, sissy. We miss you. MJ. There go my baby. There goes my baby. I love me some MJ. Love me some MJ. Look, anybody else come in, if I don't get a chance to greet them, y'all please greet them. We got to talk about some stuff. First of all, we got a little warning. They got a little warning out. Don't be buying no frozen strawberries right now. This is very important. Before we start telling jokes, hey, Deborah Harris, how you doing? Hey, D. Marie. Before we get to the jokes, this is very important. Please pay attention. This is a FNN special update. This is a Florida Negro News special update. Please, everybody, do not right now go running and grabbing no frozen strawberries. I know sometimes you like to use them in your smoothies, in your daiquiris, in your cakes and recipes and stuff like that. Right now, do not buy the frozen strawberries because they're saying it's a danger or a risk for hepatitis. So please do not, I repeat, do not go and purchase no frozen strawberries to use in your frozen drinks, your smoothies, your protein shakes, your recipes. Not right now until we get it all clear because it ain't safe, okay? All right, all right. That Key Marie, though, how you doing? Happy Wednesday. All right. So listen. This is what's happening, right? So first of all, before we get to, the Billy Goat Gruff, before we get over there, y'all, Tasha K lost her appeal. I didn't make it no headline because that ain't much of a headline. So, I don't know if y'all got any sympathy left for her. Hey, Tasha Jones. Child, I had to say something about these grown women cutting up. But before we get over there to that, like I said, I don't know if y'all have any, and I do mean any, sympathy at all left for Tasha K. Y'all say a prayer for her because $4 million is a lot of money. Y'all know it and I know it. So hopefully she will be able to kind of bounce back from that. I don't know how, but I hope so. You just got back to campus today. All right. I'm glad to hear that. I hope everything goes wonderful. Heavy Bear. I like your name. Okay. So, yeah, Tasha lost that appeal and she did an apology. I don't know if it was a real one or not, but she did give an apology. It's been a long time coming. I think we can all agree. Had she done this, a couple years back, we wouldn't even be here with this conversation right now. So, my heart goes out to her on that money, but you got to tell the truth on people. That's why, over here on the porch, telling the truth is important. Everybody can have an opinion, but please tell the truth. Don't even tell stories if you coming up on my channel or anything, y'all. Just try to keep it real because the lawsuits are real and these people ain't playing. Hey, Vanessa Kamagay, how you doing? Yeah, Heavy Bear, that's a cool name. I like that name. Not your twins mama say, ain't no prayer for her. Lord have mercy. Well, yeah, a lot of times, people get in, a lot of people get in trouble and they bring it on themselves. You know what I mean? It happens. It happens. Say Tasha could have and should have been apologized and she would have made it. Yeah, she would have. She would have. Y'all know I can't be excited about nobody having to pay $4 million. That's a lot of money. I just don't know what I'd do. Gaby said if she had only taken them videos down, she wouldn't be in this mess. That's true, but she done apologized, y'all. She done apologized now. She did. She did do that. So with that being said, I know a lot of people ain't gonna have a lot of grace for her, but I got some understanding. People make mistakes. Hold on, y'all. But yeah, so that's the thing. Yeah, I'm good with it, but I'm with Nisi Rose. $4 million is heavy. Like that's heavy. That's real heavy. So and sis, Key Marie, that's true. Pride does come before the fall. It does come before the fall, and that's for sure. So, and Evie say that was a costly lesson, but a lesson nonetheless. Yes. And I hope it was a lesson for other people, but you just can't never tell. Some people don't mind. Like if they don't like a person, they'll tell a story, or if they do like a person, they'll twist the story. I don't really do that whether I like you or not. It just kind of is what it is. I'm gonna call it like I see it. Hey, Rochelle. Vanessa, what you say? Say that money can bankrupt somebody. Lord hard lesson. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. That's the kind of money some people can't never rebound from. I hope she makes it back, and I sincerely mean that. But people got to be honest and just stop telling stories. If it's not true, don't say it. Just because you heard it, don't repeat it. All that stuff. Gaby said, I feel like Cardi might let it go now that she apologized. She might, because Cardi might be a little hood radish or whatever, but Cardi seemed to be a real down to earth person. She might well be like, whatever. She might really let it go. I mean, I doubt she let it all go, but she might not be quite as relentless in her collection efforts. I think that's the nicest way to put that. Heavy Bell say Tasha drove Cardi loony, and she has to suffer from the consequences of her actions. Bless her heart. Get the job. Yeah, you say, and get a better job. Yeah, she might have to get a better job. She might have to do that. It's unfortunate. It's unfortunate to say the least. So, my heart goes out to her. Vanessa say Tasha K trying to build an empire. This is not the way to do it. I mean, some people bounce back, and she may. And if God is on her side, she might just bounce back. You know what I'm saying? Don't count nobody out. You never know how somebody might come back from it. I've seen people come back from real bad stuff. So she might, you know what I'm saying? Don't count the sister out. Shouldn't be no hard feelings. After all, she didn't lie on us. But that line, you just can't do that. That's all I'm saying about that. You just can't be lying. But yeah, so that's that on that. Like I said, it's not a headliner, so I just gave it an honorable mention because ain't no point in making that a headline because it ain't much of one. So now let's talk about the little boy. I know y'all ready for Billy Goat Gruff. Don't string me up yet. But before we get there, we got to talk about that little boy 6'9", or as I like to call him, Dingy Skittles. Well, Dingy Skittles got beat up at the LA Fitness down there in Florida. Another Hispanic gentleman jumped on him, whooped him to a frazzle. The Hispanic gentleman apparently had it posted on his page, but he then said that it was not him, indeed, who beat on Dingy Skittles. Now, that wasn't the most interesting part of that story, y'all. Black men on the internet and the mammies lost their mind. They started crying and screaming and hollering and squalling, caterwauling and bellowing, belly aching and moaning, bleeding and tossing and turning. Oh, that's so terrible. Why y'all beat him up? This don't make no sense. Oh, y'all whooped on Dingy Skittles. What about Zimmerman? First of all, can we clear up the record? Zimmerman is no longer in Florida. He left and headed to Texas. It was not safe for him in the state of Florida. Okay? One thing about Florida, we know what to do. And we knew what to do, and he took his behind to the great state of Texas. And bless his heart. He did something. He want to stay alive, and he made a move, which was a good move for him. But I could not get over the amount of black people, such as Whack 100. Who was the other little stupid? Rich Dollars of all people. Oh, they having a fit. This don't make no sense. And Rich Dollars talking about, what about Zimmerman? What about that? First of all, mind your business, sir. This is Hispanic on Hispanic crime, and you need to respect what goes on in other people's communities. Okay? Now, while I did have a little bit of a kiki and a laugh about you say I immediately thought, why Florida? Yeah, hey, he was down there. We just had this talk. Everybody say so much stuff about Florida. They act like we all a bunch of pirates and buccaneers. But every time you look up, they behind down there. Then when something happened, something happened to me in Florida. Might mean you should stay your behind out of Florida. I'm just, just a thought. Just a thought. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. So he was at the gym. Gaby say, every time you say Hispanic gentleman, I think about Mia. Yes, that's another large Hispanic gentleman. And the gentleman that beat Dingy Skittles was also a large Hispanic gentleman. Now, it didn't look like Mia, but I can't swear to it. He didn't have no wig on, but I don't know if that's Mia's hair or not. So maybe that could have been Mia. I don't know. We have to see if she was in Potomac or whether she was in Florida over the weekend or something. D. Marie said, how did they not know it was coming? That's what I didn't understand. That young man, from my understanding, always has lots of security. And at one point, there was a bit of a scandal because he was not paying his security on time like he was supposed to. Okay? But this time, he didn't have no security. Maybe he didn't pay them. They don't trust him for credit for security credit no more. I don't know if there is security credit, but he was on his own, and he, managed to get his tail toe up. Nisi Rose say Frowsy Skittles and his fancy shorts been putting himself in situations to get beat up. Yes, he has. Yes, he has. Heavy Bear say, I have heavy empty pockets due to the IRS, and that's sad. Tasha did it to herself. I know that's right. Yes, she did. Heavy Bear, I'm with you when you're right. Y'all hit the like button, please. Thumbs up this video. Thumbs up, thumbs up. Everybody do it together. That way you won't be alone. Vanessa say, I know when you say Hispanic gentleman, we think of Mia. Well, I don't know. It wasn't her. Now, he didn't look like her to me. But again, I say, if you put that wig that she had on at the reunion on him, I feel like they bear striking resemblance. I don't know. I'm not saying it was her. I'm just saying it was a large Hispanic gentleman. That's all I can swear to. Evie say goodbye. It didn't look like Mia, but you can't swear to it. Yeah, I can't swear to it. I can't swear to it. No, I wasn't there. I'm just saying it was a large Hispanic gentleman. Now, we do know that those large Hispanic gentlemen can attack people. That's what happened to Poe Wendy Osefo, and it happened to 6ix9ine. I just don't know if it was the same large Hispanic gentleman. Gabe say, why would he go outside without security if he is a known snitch? A known snitch, and he's a troll. They say now I don't know this because I don't follow the young people's gossip like that, but they said he has said all kinds of nasty things about people who are deceased. They said that this fella is also a known child toucher and some other things. So it's a lot of reasons why he could have had foot put to his rump. So if you at risk of foot to rump action, you should not be outside without security. You should indeed pay your security on time and in full. Don't put something on it. You need to pay the whole thing. If you're doing the kind of things that the children told me that the dingy Skittle was doing. Okay, now I don't know. But if he was doing that, then he should have been outside with the full security team. You say this only his second jumping, which is shocking. Okay. So then he should be a pro. He's had this done before. Like it shouldn't have been no shock. Yes, Heavy Bear, you got to pay your bodyguards. Unless you're sleeping with them or something. Right, D. Marie, a large Hispanic gentleman. And he was an ex-convict. He got pictures of his, his prison pictures on his Instagram and everything. Yes. Renee in the house. Hey, sis. Bianca saying, not thunked it at the same time. Y'all up in here thunking stuff at the same time? I'm just saying, pay your security. Don't be touching children. Don't be talking about dead people. And don't be snitching. Like, I don't know what to say. Like, if and this is a thing. If y'all don't mind, I want to clear something up. Because some people don't understand what snitching is. If you commit a crime with somebody and you tell to get out of your jail time, that is indeed snitching. What they kept saying about Megan saying she snitched, that's not snitching, because what she did was tell who committed a crime against her. She didn't commit no crime with, the angry leprechaun and then turn around and tell the police on him. That's not what happened. So this young man did indeed snitch. But I don't know that. I don't know nothing about it. I don't follow the kids' gossip, Evie. So y'all have to tell me, but that's what I've been reading pretty much all day. That they saying he touched children. So I don't know whether he actually touched the child, said something about touching the child, but they say he touched children. Now that's what they say. Vanessa they say he broke and ain't nobody buying his music. So let me ask y'all this. Because of course, I don't keep up with children's gossip that well because sometimes I get bored and the characters are strange, like the Dingy Skittle. Do y'all think this could have been a stunt? Do you think he could have paid the large Hispanic gentleman to beat him up to get some attention? Nisa said it looked like he got the It's on Sight treatment. So y'all think he could have said something out the way to the large Hispanic gentleman? Oh, okay. I was just wondering. Yeah, you cooperating with the federales, you snitching. Yes. So he got a charge due to an underage girl sneaking into a music video. That's all. Oh, okay. So he didn't actually put his hands on the girl. Okay. Okay. Well, stay away from children, sir. Be very careful because you know them charges get out and people start saying you did stuff. That's why I say they're saying that. I don't know. I did not investigate the kids' gossip. Now that's just, that actually sounds a little bit better. Say my dorm roommate said it was a stunt. Okay, so your dorm roommate was thinking like me, because the more I looked at this, right, and I looked at the size of this large Hispanic gentleman, and he was a pretty big fella, and the dingy Skittle 6'9" is like 80 pounds, and I'm like, if that large Hispanic gentleman there got a hold to the dingy Skittle, there's no way he could have walked off in one piece. It just wouldn't have happened. I feel like the man got paid to rough him up a little bit to try to give him some buzz. They say he did put his hands on the girl. Lord, this is getting scary now. Lord, even say, but he did do everything else. Lord, have mercy. Everything else? He got probation for the underage child thing. As he should. You got to be real careful when it comes to kids. Say, with his character, you may never know. Yeah. Even says she feel like it's a stunt because 69 ain't get that much damage. That's what I'm saying. That was a large Hispanic gentleman, ex-con, good old F on his report card. He doing pretty good for himself, size-wise. He looked like he been in a few real good scuffles and squabbles. And clearly, the dingy Skittle could not have given him no real competition. So for the dingy Skittle to just have a couple scratches, you ain't fought that large Hispanic gentleman. If that gorilla jumped on you, you would have looked like you fought a gorilla. You would have looked like you fought a gorilla. As it is, he looked like he fought Candy husband. That's what he looked like. But had he fought that big gorilla, he wouldn't look like that. When that's to say, yeah, I heard it might have been fake. Who knows? The man looked like he was bigger than Mia Thornton. Now, if he wasn't bigger than Mia, they was about neck and neck. He's a big fella. Evie say me, Diamond, and Eric did work. Ooh, hush now, hush. Shh. Shh. Gavin say, Evie, Geneva, I was thinking the same thing. I feel like it's a setup. That's what I wanted to ask y'all. Nacho Twins mama says giving Ric Flair vibes. Yeah, because see, back in the day, Ric Flair would and Dory Funk them from Georgia Mountain Wrestling, when they were still Georgia Mountain Wrestling, they would carry and Kerry Von Erich them. They would carry little blades and they would cut their eyebrow to make it look like they had been busted open, but they really hadn't. So it could have been some wrestling action. MJ say, Auntie, I'm worried about my grades, and she asking me what I think of this clown priorities. Hey, tell her you got important stuff to be doing now. You ain't got time for that. Lord, my sis on the phone say he looked greasy, like he kept slipping away. It's hard to grip greasy people. Yeah, but it ain't hard to punch him, though. If that big old gorilla had got a hold to that man, I'm telling you, he would have looked worse than that. He looked too good for that large Hispanic gentleman to be the one who was supposed to had beat him. You know what I'm saying? I'm not buying it. I ain't buying it. But, shout out to him, though. If you're trying to revive your career with behind whippings, I feel like it's got to be a better way. I feel like, but it's got to be a better way. A better way, yeah. Because I'm not finna pay you to beat me up to try to get no career bump. That y'all don't want to hear me saying, forget about it. Maybe y'all will pay to watch me paint, because I'm not paying no gorillas to jump on me. Even say, yes, given he ain't had attention in a while. Yeah. All he got to do is take a bath. It'll be breaking news. Don't tell me 69 was in the gym Vaseline down. It didn't look like Vaseline. It looked like he ain't bathed. That's what it looked like. But yeah, that's that on that. The jury's still out. I feel like it was a little juicy Justice Smollett action. I feel like he was Smolletting it up. But it could have been real. I just hope that he didn't actually pay that large man to whoop on him. And if so, then he should demand his money back because that man didn't beat him very well at all. I wouldn't have paid him and stood still for him to hit me. I'm going to just say that. Yes, Tocha Smollett. That's what is given to me. I feel like the dingy skittle is pulling a Smollett. Now, I stand by that. I stand by that, Nene. I'm for real. I stand by that. So now let's talk about the Billy Goat Gruff, okay? And what y'all think about this? Now, I'm going to just tell you like this. That's right, Bianca. That's my girl. Want to be a baller. Shot caller. 20 is blaze on the Impala. Oh, my bad. I'm sorry. My bad. I had a moment. Forgive me. I'm only human. I'm going to go ahead and put the StreamYard in the link because I know everybody got something to say and I ain't got no long narration, but I'm going to give y'all my opinion. Okay, I'm going to give y'all my opinion. But it's got to be a better way, Tocha. It's got to be a better way. A better way. Yeah. Because paying the gorillas to beat you ain't it. Because that man could beat the hell out you and ain't nobody still going to want to listen to your music. What you going to do, write a rhyme about it? No, sir. But anyway, on to the Billy Goat and the drama. You know, it's time for our favorite song over here on the porch. One of our favorites. Let me tune it up. Whose Billy Goat is this? Come on, y'all. Whose Billy Goat is this? Yes, we got to talk about Candy Bird's the Billy Goat of the hour. Well, we all watched the SWV Xscape show, much to our chagrin, on Sunday. The show that I said should be split in half. 1 week SWV, 1 week Xscape. Because Xscape is giving ghetto and SWV is giving full-grown women. Well, we watched on Sunday that Candy had the audacity, the good gall, nerve, effrontery, audacity, impetus, all of that, to tell SWV that Xscape deserved top billing. Well, that was the dumbest statement that shook up the whole internet. So even the people that want to be diehard Candy fans, you know, a lot of them couldn't back it up. And I did have some go in my comments and they felt some type of way because I posted them numbers because numbers don't lie. Okay, now the numbers I didn't post that I should have posted was the streaming numbers, where Xscape, current day, present day, is a little over 800,000 streams, and we got SWV, current and present day, with over 4 million streams. So that goes to show that Candy and Tiny's argument that them having a social media and following equals ticket sales. Ma'am, you can't even get them people to stream from their house and their drawers. So you're not going to convince me that your social media following is a guarantee that these people going to get dressed, buy an outfit, get their hair done, get their nails done, buy plane tickets, hotels at times, you know, plan whole events, rent cars to come out to see you. You cannot convince these people to stream your songs in the comfort of their own home with no Brazil on. I'm talking about titties on the loose. Belly's free. You think that you gonna convince me that these people is willing to put on these tough waist trainers that y'all be wearing, looking like suits of armor? Y'all finna do all of that to go see Xscape. No, I don't believe you because the streams don't reflect that. Is all I'm saying. It don't reflect that. Y'all is not Beyonce. Don't do that. My friend sent me something crazy. Star say the smartest statement, and I love SWV. Yes, I love SWV. Yeah, I mean, it just was like I don't know. It just didn't make no sense to me. So everybody been talking, child. It's been going down. Hey, California cutie, what's going on, sis? Girl, I'm gonna get you through. You over there getting your braid on. Hey, Rashika, what's up, cuz? But see, this is the thing. You're supposed to be working on a written report. Well, you better turn off the YouTube and get to work. You better be glad that I'm not your auntie in real life and got a belt anywhere near you Tasha says she just acting a plum fool with these social media streets. Yes, and then after all that, she then tried to double down and get on the internet. Thank you, Gerard Flowers. What's up? Kinfolk had my back in the comments, man. Y'all should have seen the comments under them stats and that I put in a community post, because people was like literally so upset that I was telling the truth. They tried to accuse me of being emotional for keeping it a buck. Anybody ignorant enough to think that people following you on social media mean that they gonna buy tickets, you are slow. Like, you ain't regular slow, you window licking slow. You chase parked cars slow. Because with all your millions and millions of followers on social media, you couldn't even get 1 million streams. As Gerard Flowers say, from home for free. You couldn't even get that. It just didn't make no sense at all. At all. And then she goes back, oh, they have opened for us before. And it's like, Taj didn't say she didn't. She said on your tour. She said, but for this night, we need to co-headline. It makes sense. Why the hell would they come do a 30-year reunion show with y'all, one night, one show, and then you supposed to headline as what? They come sing them 4 songs that you can't even get 1 million streams for? Candy. Listen, I want you to stick to, Bravo spinoffs that flop, them restaurants, sell some more nasty toys, you get some more money to charge, do something like that. But this ain't it, Candy. This ain't it now. Bianca said y'all gonna hit that like button on the way to fill your cup. That's right. Even say they following ain't leaving they house for no Xscape concert. Be for real. Ooh, Gabriel say, now, Nitra, do you think Ricky stepped out on Tasha and fathered the child with somebody? I don't know. I feel like Ricky seems very disingenuous with Tasha. I feel like he tried to gas her up so she don't pay attention to him. Do I feel like he could be out there tricking and treating? Probably. Am I gonna ever celebrate a man doing that to his wife? No. Am I ever gonna think a side chick is like cool or we need to pat her on the back because she running and tell people? No. But do I think it's possible? Yeah, it's possible. Don't put nothing past no man like that now. Don't do that. I don't care what he act like. I don't care if he preach like Rem C.L. Franklin. Like, don't trust that. Star say the following got folks flying out the restaurant, though, so I believe the following. But it ain't gonna fill no seats because they can't even get nobody to stream the music in their house. That's about a TV show. This ain't about TV. This about music. Them being on the TV won't get nobody to stream the music. So why would they pay for tickets to come hear you sing the songs they don't even want to hear in their house? It don't make sense. It don't make sense. Yes, and the porch is open. Y'all see what Bianca say with her beautiful self. The porch is open. And everybody's opinion is welcome. Just make sure everybody be, you can have a difference of opinion, but everybody be polite. Don't be nasty. Don't be rude, because this is the porch. Okay? This ain't the back alley. Even say, but when the last time Xscape headlined at all? When they first came back and tried to go on tour, and then now they've been on the undercard for a few other people's stuff, and it's only been 3 of them because Tasha ain't studying them. I'm no joke. Yeah, them nasty toys. I'm no joke. That's what she be selling, them nasty toys. Ain't nothing, Gerard. We glad to see you. D. Marie says, is this the tour Candace was on? I don't know. Don't start me now. I don't like to say what I don't know. I don't know. I thought Candace had her own tour or something. Didn't she? Or did I get it wrong? That's what she was saying on Twitter, unless you're talking about another time. Nisa saying it was only supposed to be for one night. The smartest decision would be to co-headline. Xscape missing the bigger picture. Yeah, Candy trying to get the bigger money when in reality, without SWV, ain't nobody finna pile out there. People will come for SWV. It'll be a novelty to have y'all together, but ain't nobody finna pay no money for no Xscape and them 4 songs. It just ain't happening. It's not real. It's not reality. Like, okay, for instance, even with the TV situation, SWV had their own show for a couple of seasons on WeTV. Xscape tried to do a show. They had 1 season. And then when Mona Scott pitched this show, it was like, it ain't gonna work unless we put SWV on it. And I feel like Candy know SWV gonna bring extra money, and she want to get the biggest chunk out of it because y'all know Candy like money. And I'm not knocking her. Money is good. Money is fine. But you just have to be realistic when you trying to get your hands on the money. You can't just be telling people crazy stuff. Not your twins, mama. Thank you for the super chat. All right, with the PSA, public service announcement. Thank you so much, sis. Appreciate that. Hey, Red Majestic Diva. That's right, y'all. Like this video. Like this video. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I got my sisters and my baby in here, Martin. So I hope everybody stay sweet. I'm no joke. Say good evening, peace and blessings. Peace and blessings to you too. Star said the promoters have not come out and said otherwise, so I believe Xscape sell more tickets. I mean, what do we need the promoters to come out and say? There's no way Xscape sold more tickets because they just not started going back out 5 minutes ago. That's just not possible. That doesn't make sense to me. Let me say that. It don't make no sense to me. For Tia, hey girl, she said, let's be clear. I want the Great Xscape tour because they said they were reuniting. She said she went to the Great Xscape tour because they said they was reuniting for one last time. So the fact that Candy using that footage to show that they got more pull is not accurate. Right. That's what I'm saying. Candy gonna twist the truth like a pretzel every day of her life. She's not the most truthful girl. It's just not in her nature. It's just not in her nature. It's not. And it's like, you know, I don't know. She gonna live, she don't do nothing. And she gonna be disrespectful. Vanessa say Candy disrespectful to SWV, just let everybody make their coin. Right, but you know, she like to play, she grab it now. When it comes to the money, Candy's grab it. Now, a lot of times it serves her well. You know what I'm saying? You gotta be, and I don't want it to look like it's bad to go after the money and to be aggressive with the money. It's very good to be aggressive and go after the money. That's why she's been as successful as she has, because she's smart enough to go after the money. But I think you shouldn't border into delusion and disrespect in going after the money. Like it sounds crazy. Even say, why would promoters get in the drama? LOL, they get paid regardless, and SWV is booked year round. That is very true. Hey, Star, what you got for the people, baby?
Hey, thank you for letting me come up. It was easier to come up for the young lady who just said, why would the promoters get involved? Well, that's who puts together the show. Hence, what Candy said, SWV has oversaturated the market. Right? Did everyone see that? Like, promoters would come out and say something because of the ticket sales. Like, just like you said, numbers don't lie.
On social
They're
media,
not going to put Xscape as a bigger headline if they are not selling or filling seats more than SWV. Clearly, that is the case.
is it clear? Because it don't look like it to me.
Yes, because a
And to
promoter,
be honest, I
again,
can't see promoters getting involved in an online beef. Like social media
no,
stuff
I'm not
is
saying,
real tacky and ignorant.
I get that point, but what I'm saying is no one is coming out to dispute it.
But why would any of these people get involved in a tacky online beef to dispute anything?
I don't think it's a tacky online beef. I think online has made it that. Candy only stated facts.
Tacky
This is
online beef.
it's about business at the end of the day. So just
Business
like you
is
said,
but business.
numbers don't lie.
But Star, business happens with lawyers, promoters, managers in offices, not online, not on YouTube, not on Instagram. That's a tacky online beef. What promoter do you know is going to get involved in a tacky online beef? Hey, Couture Bay. Hey, D. Marie.
Hey.
Are you
That's
asking?
all I'm saying. Yeah, I'm
like,
saying for real. Like, it's literally an online beef, and it's gotten so messy.
I was
Now
the
you got
promoter.
you got SWV firing back. You got Latasha
Right.
chiming in. You got Nene making comments, and you think a promoter worth they salt is gonna jump into this?
Yes.
Yes, I
Online,
feel like, to
online
state the truth,
is very prevalent right now.
Say that again, D. Marie. You were a little low, baby.
Sorry, the online presence is very prevalent right now.
Yeah.
I mean, it's blowing up right now. It's online. Like people are talking about it.
Yeah.
So yeah, I definitely see a promoter getting involved.
D. Marie say you think a promoter would get involved.
Yeah.
So why do you?
They'd be
So,
not smart
okay.
not to, right? Because look at all the people
Mm,
who are commentating on it.
Right.
so you think it would be smart for a promoter to get involved with online bickering?
It's not online bickering.
It's more
Social
like
But
media
they
paying
are
has made
bickering.
it that.
attention to what the people are saying, right?
Yeah.
So if they're like, if they're more pro Candy, they're gonna promote one way. If they're more pro somebody else, they're gonna promote another way. Like it's
And
smart.
most of these promoters are men, and they're not like Todd. I just can't see them getting involved in between a bunch of women bickering. Like I'm a
They're not
woman,
gonna
and
get
I wouldn't get
involved.
involved.
They're not gonna get involved.
I
They're
would. I
gonna
would make a
follow
comment
it. They're gonna
or
promote
nothing.
what the population is going for.
Can I
I
say
think they just
something?
take the fact.
Yes. Wait,
So
let
what I was
Fatia say
saying,
something and start, and then you go next. Fatia, let Fatia go and
what
then
I was
start.
saying, all right, what I was saying earlier was I went to that. So Candy had her speak on it where she was showing all this footage of how they had 30 sold out shows and they got an award for it. But the way they promoted that Great Escape tour was that it was for one night only. It was the last time they were reuniting. It was the first time they got back together since they had disbanded. And so everybody was buying tickets because we thought this was the last time we were going to see Escape. And so that really got the people out there. And so to talk about top billing, I would be curious to see how they're doing with their shows today compared to that Great Escape tour that she keeps referring back to. So that was my point on that.
Oh, that's a good point. That's a point. It
Mhm.
makes sense. Makes sense. That's logical. Eva, what you got? Wait, no. Let's Star go and then Eva, because Star was waiting.
Oh no, I was just gonna say, to the point of the comment that you just posted, like SWV saturated the market because they needed a bag. That's not typical. It doesn't mean that you're in demand. That's just like, I don't know if anybody front on the panel is from like the Midwest, but Jeezy comes to Detroit all the time to the point that it's just like, okay, are you going broke? It's not because we're demanding him. It's because he needs a bag. So SWV, it seems like they're just saturating the market because they need to tour. And let's be clear, it's probably not all members. It's probably Lily,
No, it
Alana.
is all members. It's
No, what
all
I'm
members,
saying
and
is
these
that
people are
that
booked
really
year
needs the
round.
bag.
But these
To
people
say,
are booked, and it's like we can't to say someone is oversaturating a market. That would mean that they would go into one area. These people are being booked internationally. That don't track.
We have to agree to disagree on that one.
Yeah, a lot of times we have to agree to disagree. Everybody ain't gonna think the same. Eva, what you say?
I feel
Like,
like one, no,
So pretty.
these are not clubs. The promoters are not getting involved. Two, to speak to the saturation point, like with Jeezy coming over and over, like I lived in a college town, Kodak Black and everybody be coming. The promoters only keep booking them because the promoters know they're going to make their money back. So if people stop coming, they would stop getting booked. Like that's kind of, you know, on top of the fact,
nah,
still,
right.
no, they would. Why would the promoter has to make money at the end of the day? So, like you say, Jeezy keep coming to Detroit. If people stop coming out to see Jeezy, the promoter is not going to keep paying the booking fee. It would make no sense to go in the
You gonna
hole to
quit?
book
Yeah,
somebody that nobody's going to come see.
they
That
gonna
literally
quit
makes no
bringing him.
sense.
If
Yeah,
you keep coming to one city all the time, not even your core city, which for him would be Atlanta, and these are not the same promoters, it's different promoters. And it has gotten to the
Like
point where people are like, yo, why are you here all the time?
I get what you're saying, Star,
Jeezy
but
gonna
what
get
she's
paid regardless. It doesn't
Star, I
necessarily
get
mean that the promoters are going to recruit.
I get what you're saying. Hold on, let me mediate because I get what you're saying, but what she's saying is absolutely correct. The promoter is still having to pay Jeezy jump high, jump low. If they pay Jeezy and people do not show up and they do not get their money back at the door, they will stop paying Jeezy to show up. That's true. That's one. Two, that's a false.
No,
Hold on,
that's
hold
not true.
on. And two, that is a false equivalency because SWV is not showing up to the same city over and over and over. They're not. These people are being booked. They are actually worldwide, not just on Housewives claiming to be worldwide. They actually are, and that's the difference. You
Well,
cannot
I guess
saturate a market when you cannot saturate a market when you are global. Candy sounded crazy saying it. I would never ever buy
Oh,
into that because
Candy is the one who
it's
said
not even
that.
logical. That's what
Candy.
I
well,
think. That's what Star.
I'm not mad at that.
Star, didn't you
though.
say Candy said that?
Candy said what again?
All right, didn't you tell us Candy said they saturated a market? Because I'm like, what market did they saturate? Because
She
they touring
said,
globally.
yeah, she said something, and I can't remember verbatim, but it was to the point of SWV was booked like 50 times. So she said, to a promoter's point of view, that's oversaturating the market.
I think
And
Candy's trying
yes,
to
that's
play on
true.
the
That
intelligence of
Detroit is
people
a
who
top
don't know
city
no
for
better.
Jeezy.
Yeah, Candy's definitely trying to play on people's intelligence, and I'm just not. But Candy needs
I
to stop.
mean, people can say that, but clearly she keeps a coin, so
But
she knows something.
booking 50 shows globally is not saturating a market. A market is an area. What is
To
the
us, but
area
in the
if they book
business,
it globally?
in the music
But there's
world,
no such thing. No such thing. Because let me tell you something. You have artists that have a UK audience, they have an American audience, they have a Korean audience. So there's no such thing as saturating a market when you're not performing in one area. Candy is playing with people's intelligence and hoping that people don't know the difference.
I
And I'm
gotta
sorry,
disagree
but
with
I
that.
do. And what she said don't make no sense. And what she's saying don't make no sense. You can't get up to 1 million streams with people in their draws. But you trying to convince us that millions of people on social media equals ticket sales when half the people that follow you on social media are to pick at you and laugh at you. I'm one of them. I would never buy a ticket to go see you, but I'm gonna follow you so I can talk about you.
I
Social
disagree with
media
that as
people,
well, because
social
Tiny,
media
and
followers, social media followers are not fans. The majority of people who follow you on social media are there to troll, pick, laugh, and talk. They are not your actual fans.
I disagree with that. I know people who fly out to Atlanta solely for OLG and the Trap Museum, so I totally disagree with that. If
I
you
mean, you
can
can
fly, if
disagree,
you
but it
can
don't
take a
make no
whole trip
sense.
to Atlanta to go to a restaurant, I can
If
foresee
all of
you
those people
paying to
on
go see them in
social media
concert.
were actually, if all those people on social media were actually Candy's fans, RHOA would not have the ratings they have. It doesn't track. The numbers don't match what they're claiming. I'm not saying she don't have fans. What I'm saying is trying to equate your numbers on social media to actual ticket sales is idiocy. And that's the nice way of putting it.
It's helping with
What were you saying,
something.
D. Marie?
Oh, I was just saying, well, several things. I don't follow people to troll them. I don't. I don't know why anyone would.
But a lot of people do, and you know it. So let's keep it real.
And I don't think we're going to change your mind. But
Yeah, because people can't tell me stuff that don't make sense. Now, y'all know if you tell me something that makes sense, I'll be sitting there like, well, dang, I didn't think of that. But if you tell me that I got 5 million followers, but I can't even get a million streams in their draws,
I just
and the
don't
ratings
think...
on the television show that I'm on every season, the ratings are steadily dropping, even though my social media numbers are high. That tells me that the people on your social media are not your fans.
I just don't think this would have been a problem if they had a manager. because the manager would have addressed this.
I mean, it definitely should have gone through managers because that would have been more professional. But we know Candy ain't professional.
But because
That's why she was failing. That's why she was failing them health inspections. She ain't professional.
no,
But
but
even if you
was
go through a
stepping up.
manager, but even if you go through a manager, that's lunacy to think that you should headline and then a group the likes of SWV should open for you on a one night show. That's
no, I know, but
that's all I'm saying.
Don't you,
like,
ask for more?
And their
settle for less.
it didn't make sense,
right? Don't you ask for more and settle for less?
But it's
Well,
giving
I mean,
Candy
my
don't
thing is,
want
I
to
would-
settle for less. Candy is trying to hold her nuts about something that's not that.
That's what she's trying to do. And
It's
then trying to double down and make up false equivalencies on the internet. And it's just ignorant, but that's Candy's brand, ignorant. Gabor said, I would call in, but I'm cooking chicken. I like both groups, but in the name of sisterhood for one night, Xscape could have took the pay cut. I bet they would have pulled that. They wouldn't have pulled that with Destiny's Child. With Candy, you never know. She's silly enough. She might have been delusional enough to be like, no, we need top billing because we on TV. You never know with her. Candy having money has nothing to do with the lies she spent at all.
No, I'm not saying that
all.
you're wrong, Seanitra.
At all.
I'm saying that just asking is not
But she
what
didn't just.
she needed to do.
She didn't just ask.
She didn't just ask.
It was the tone.
Right.
It was very rude.
I didn't see the episode.
It was very rude, and then the doubling down and trying to diminish them on social media like they're like SWV is not the bigger group. Like, it's the disrespect. If it would have just been I'm fighting for more, it wouldn't have been so bad because you should want the best for yourself. But it was the tone of disrespect. Like, girl, do you know that you're not that girl? You can make all the money in the world and you're not that girl.
And has never been.
Because she was really humble to me. Did we all watch the same thing? Like,
it wasn't humble. It wasn't aggressive.
She even said no disrespect. She even said no disrespect. And what's so crazy is that
you can be
say no disrespect. They follow that with something real disrespectful.
How? Okay, so y'all telling me if y'all on a project at work, y'all gonna take half the credit to let y'all team member shine? What?
Absolutely.
But that wouldn't have been to let them shine. Like, in all honesty, we're talking about SWV. Them splitting the money down the middle would not have been letting SWV shine. SWV is gonna shine anyway because they can
but you
actually have hits. So what on earth would have been the advantage or to let them shine by splitting the booking fees down the middle? Like, what?
So pretty much what we saying is because SWV is who they are, Xscape should take a pay cut.
But what's the pay cut? The pay cut narrative is a narrative.
Really a pay cut?
How is it a narrative?
It's a narrative because you saying pay cut in the guise of we're gonna get paid more if we don't split the top billing. That money ain't yours yet. Ain't no pay cut.
Seanitra, can I say something? I have to leave to go to work.
That's fine.
I have to leave to go to work.
You're on the other side of the world. Go.
I'm on the other side of the world. It's 8:46. I'm getting ready to go to work. But what I wanted to say was,
I'm just glad you're here.
I'm glad I'm here too. I keep missing your stuff. I be asleep. But the thing is, when you look at the behind the scenes, when you hear Taj and Coco and Lily talk, they said they came on the show under this premise that this was going to be a collaboration. So they felt blindsided by that conversation even happening. And that is what has led to all of these social media spillover, not only with watching the show, but then Candy speak on it specifically is what triggered a lot of this fallout. And we all know Candy is hella competitive about everything. And she's the type of person
to
that
the
you
point of
cannot
being
say
nasty
anything
and dishonest.
You can't say anything to her. You can't disagree with her. Like her friendships
Nope.
are, the way I view it, are not real friendships. You have to like
Nope.
constantly worship her. You can't have any disagreements, otherwise she stops your bag. And that's what's been happening with Tamar. That's a whole nother conversation. Not saying Tamar was right, but this is how
They
Candy
don't need
moves. And that's why SWV was so offended, because it was the premise to which they were approached to do the
Mm-hmm.
show,
Yep.
and then the result that happened
I
afterwards.
get that.
So, but I gotta
Yes.
go.
Fatia, you said it better than I could. You gotta go, girl.
I gotta go. But it was good seeing
Oh,
y'all, and
we love you.
hopefully I'll
That's my
love you
girl,
too.
y'all.
Catch
All
you.
right.
Come visit
Bye,
us
boo.
on this side of the world. Come back.
Listen, you gotta you see my inbox, holla at me. We need to coordinate.
We need to coordinate. I'm telling you, Abu Dhabi,
Okay.
Dubai is great. Come visit us.
Hit me on the inbox. I don't have no way to contact you. Hit me on the inbox.
All
We
right,
we
I'm
can
gonna
keep
hit
trying
you
to
on the
coordinate
inbox.
something.
All right.
All right,
Bye.
girl. All right. Now, bye, boo. Gabor say people follow celebs to see how they living. If Candy and Tiny followers match ticket sales, they wouldn't need Escape at all. You better tell the truth.
Look,
That's what I'm
I
saying.
No,
Like
come
I
on.
don't,
We know they don't
I
need.
don't really,
Come on.
I don't really play in delusion land. And Candy be straight in delusion land. And Fatia said it better than me. It wasn't just the disrespect on the show, because that was blatantly disrespectful. But the way she went online to try to still say little nasty stuff and take shots. Oh, they have opened up for us. Like, girl, if you don't get your Billy Goat singing behind up out of here,
But that's the
baby, you made it
truth.
where you
I
are
get
because
it.
you wrote the
Hi.
I
song, because you
understand why
Oh,
they're offended, but I'm not mad at her asking.
hey, Kai, how you doing?
I'm well. I'm happy to catch everyone.
Mind you, D. Marie, I'm not mad at anybody for. I'm not mad at anybody for any. That's why I was very clear. It's good to be aggressive, see what you can get. It was the way she did it and the way she doubled down on social media, the way she tried to twist the truth like a pretzel. That's where it went messy. And then petty bickering back and forth in the comments. It was just, it was a lot. It was a lot. Kai,
I
what you think about
canceled
this foolishness?
Bravo after the whole Robin thing came out, so I didn't see it.
Oh.
So I don't know how that went down.
Okay. Kai.
Yes, my
Kai.
thoughts. Yeah. Can you hear me?
Okay, tell me what you think about this doggy.
Okay. Okay.
I can
I
hear
am.
you. Give it to me, girl.
I am neutral when it comes to candy. So that's my little disclaimer. I understand getting your money, and I also understand not wanting a pay cut. But then to me, the verbiage should have been, "This is our going rate. We would like to make sure that we get SWV to a position where no one has to take a pay." I thought that should have been the verbiage instead of being like, "We're not
Yep.
taking a pay cut." It should have been like, "We should make sure we are all getting the bag."
Right.
And it's because I can see them saying like right now they might be a little more the forefront of people's minds, so they could be asking for more. They could have been able to ask for more for their tours, or because they're doing less tours, they could be asking for more. So I can see them saying, "Well, we usually get this amount of money. We would like to keep that the same. So how do we make sure that we can get SWV in the position to, that way no one is missing out." Because I'm not
Right.
for. I can kind of get this, but also it's like really even the people in Escape, like Tamika and them, like they need the money too. So I understand I want to take a pay cut, but the verbiage is very
Right.
important with that. So I can understand everyone's point with that of like I'm all for getting your money and you saying, hey, I don't want to have a decrease from our normal tours. If our regular tour we get this amount of money, I don't want to do something special and get paid less. I can understand that, but the verbiage and the way it was handled, I can understand why people have
Kai.
a
And
yeah.
that's the thing, Kai. You
Kai.
are 100% correct. Candy is never a team player, ever.
Well,
She
I
don't
won't
even
give her that.
care.
I won't say
Candy,
that, Geneva,
Come
because
on.
okay, right.
to
But
me this
that's
show is
not
too
that's not
plain.
Kai's opinion. That's my opinion. But to feed off of what Kai said, in my opinion, Candy is not a team player. It didn't even cross her mind to have, a mediator type deal with it. Like, we get paid this. I don't want them to take a pay cut either, but I want to make sure we still get paid what we're used to. It didn't even come to her to have that type of verbiage because that's not who she is.
Hence,
No,
a
That's
manager
right.
would have been great.
I
Her
think
mind,
okay.
her mindset is never. I hope that comes back. Her mindset is never that way. And I just want to say, what Kai said made a lot more sense than the nonsense that Candy did, but that's typical Candy. It really would have been smarter to say, look, we can it would have been smarter, more professional, less nasty, less Candy to say, hey, look, we normally charge this. And if we're going to do this show, we want to make sure we at least see this much money. So what can we do? Can we raise the prices so that y'all get the same amount? I don't mind co-headlining, but I want to make sure we leave with the same amount of money because SWV doesn't have to charge that much for a show because they get more shows. So you know what I'm saying? Like it could have been it could have been a productive conversation.
It could have been productive.
Instead it was typical nasty Candy. And that's what she gave. Because that's who she is. That's what she is.
I'm gonna say this, and this gonna be.
Sorry, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
I was just saying that she shouldn't have even had that conversation. It should have been a manager. Well, but for some reason, exactly. Manager de facto, and that's why she shouldn't have had that conversation anyway.
But that's why the issue.
Because I think a manager would have been more professional and handle things accordingly instead of just typical messy, nasty. Gabor said Candy and Tiny just released a single last year and it flopped. Yeah, but let them tell it. I got social media followers.
Wow, I can't. I'm gonna say this is, of course, this is the unpopular opinion. Now I understand this is just opinion based, but for people to say that Candy is not helpful and doesn't like come out of all of them, both groups, I done seen Candy help. So many people say Candy helped so many people. So I just really ultimately think the problem is that people don't like Candy, which is cool. She got a bag, regardless of people say she can sing or not, regardless of people saying that she was wrong for the way she approached the conversation, which to me, she was really, really nice about it because let's be honest, all of them sat there and was thinking the same thing. It's just the fact that Candy brought it up that's the problem.
I
didn't cut you off. And I cannot foresee, let's be clear, if the shoe was on the other foot, I cannot foresee SWV saying, oh, let's make sure Xscape gets paid the same amount as us. It wouldn't have happened, period.
But they literally said, let's co-headline, which was that.
No, what I'm saying
but
is,
they literally
that
said,
was the first.
Which was that.
You said they would have never said, let's co-headline with them?
No, I said SWV literally did say, let's co-headline. They literally said.
No, what I'm saying is, no, I'm not talking about the co-headlining. That's one thing. I'm talking about when it got down to the money. I cannot foresee SWV knowing that Xscape is being paid less and saying, oh no, we're willing to take a pay cut for them. That's what I'm saying. I do not foresee that happening.
But here's the thing.
And I also feel like if the shoe was on the other foot, the shoe was on the other foot,
the other group would have never tried to have a conversation that should have been held by business personnel and managers and did something that tacky in the front. Only Candy would have done that.
But because Candy is about her quality. Clearly, that makes sense.
She did it with other groups. This ain't her first time. That's why we're looking at Candy with the extreme side eye. This is not her first time.
When did she do this before?
Candy, and it's
the
like
boys to me and came out and talked about Candy doing this.
She should be. Okay,
a lot of people have like.
This is the crazy part to me. So people talk about Lily going broke.
Hold on. You didn't want nobody to cut you off. Let me get this out. It's okay, and I said this before. This will be the third time that I'm saying the same thing. I think it's perfectly okay to be aggressive about your money. That's okay. That's good. Yeah. Be assertive. Be assertive. Right? Go get your money. But there is a way to do so where you're professional. You don't burn bridges, and you absolutely don't put people in uncomfortable situations. Like that wasn't cool. And then to go on the internet and try to drag it while twisting facts Like that was just typical nasty candy. Like there's no way to get around that. I'm not gonna pretend like you did something that was cool if it wasn't. I don't care if I like you. I don't care if I don't like you. And it's real easy for people to say, oh, y'all just don't like candy. But let's be honest, there's a reason people don't like candy. Nobody just woke up and looked at candy and said, you know what? The width of her forehead is upsetting me. The people you see that have a strong reaction to candy, it's because of Candy's attitude and behavior and her practices. It's not always just you, it's what you do. And you have to look at things as a person. Now, for her, I'm sure she doesn't care. Over the years, she's proven she doesn't. Her behavior has stayed abysmal forever. But as a person, if we just being real with normal people who should have normal common sense, if a large, vast majority of people are having the same reaction to you, you're the only common denominator. Especially when these people don't have anything special with you. They ain't went with your man, you ain't went with their man, but everybody's having the same guttural response to you. It's something that you're giving off. Like it's not like people just woke up and said, geez, that darn candy.
Can I interject?
Please,
yes, Kai.
Okay. I think overall, though, to me, this shows that this group needs to sit in mediation and get their issue together. Because the reason why Candy has to speak is because, like, them and Tasha can have a discussion about a new manager or how should Rocky managing them. So to me, I would even take it a step further back of like, they shouldn't even really be having that meeting if they don't have representation. If they can't agree on the representation, then you shouldn't be trying to do no tour right now. Because I will say, like, I've heard her before, and I do see a stance of like she is kind of aggressive in the way that she feels like she's been screwed over before from other people. I can kind of get that, and so that might have built her being a bit crass when she's doing it. But the whole point is she shouldn't have to do it because they should have a manager talking about what they want in the first place, and they can't do that because they can't come together as a group to decide on a manager, which is ridiculous.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, I was just saying
I think that what happens. Hired by Rocky. Let me get okay. Gabor says, I think that what happens is when Candy does speak on it, she's getting her narrative out there before other castmates. It's only her narrative. The numbers don't lie. Tell the truth, bro. That's all I'm saying. And then he goes on to Gabor then says, it's a 3 month Xscape 800,000. Yeah, them don't lie at all. At all.
The thing is, Candy got all
Go ahead, y'all. I just want to get some of the comments. I don't want to.
Money can't buy you professionalism, and money can't buy you class. Candy got all that money, and she should know, even if they have to have multiple managers for one group, which is crazy. But if that needs to happen, then they should have all been there.
No, but they were still deciding, remember? Because the manager before was Rocky's friend. Would you want Rocky's friend as your manager?
That's fine.
So
you're a professional woman. Make time. Make your bandmates help you find a manager.
So I'm not mad at her asking.
And hire your own management.
She's not the only group member. I guess that's what's so crazy to me is that she's taken like the downfall for this. She's not the only group member. So I'm just a little confused on why everyone is going so hard for Candy. Would people be going hard if Tasha spoke up and said this?
Because Candy is the one who went online after the fact and doubled down.
I wonder.
That's why.
Yes, because she's the one who had
Tamika didn't open her mouth and did Latasha.
She had the conversation.
Tiny chimed in during the show, but Tiny chimed in during the show with the silly social media comment. But then Tiny didn't go online to double down. That was Candy.
They let Candy.
So you know, as a woman, as a person, as a human, you cannot continue to talk about things and think that no one should have an opinion about it. People are going to have an opinion about what you say. Even my big mouth self. If I get on here and talk, people are going to have an opinion about what I say. I can't say, well, it was other people. Why is it me? Because I was talking.
No. I'm
Candy's talking. She's the one that's talking. Can we all agree to that?
I'm trying to tell you, she getting a brunt.
Like, what do you mean? How are you confused as to why Candy's catching the brunt of it? Candy's catching taking the brunt because Candy's talking.
So
Right. But she clearly
That's what's
said
going on. If
all
you ain't talking,
all the group
everybody's
members.
talking about what you said.
She said all the group members felt this way.
But they not talking.
You just so happen to be the one who spoke up.
But
Yeah.
there's a
They're
difference
not
between
talking.
impact and intent.
But
And the whole point is they
Listen,
all
when it comes to
agreed.
your money, when it
But
comes
this
to
is
your money, all of that goes out the window. Because at the
no,
end of
it
the
really
day,
doesn't.
It
Because
no,
when you
it
ask
really
It
them
just
does.
what's
shows
your
who
money,
you are. Money shows
well,
who you
Oh
it's not
are.
gonna
yeah,
show who you are.
definitely.
It can
I'm
mess with
gonna
your money.
yes. And if people hate me, but I don't care because at the end of the day, the same people who up here going hard for this are the same ones who was clowning Lily about going broke twice. So
yeah.
clearly, Candy is
wait,
doing
hold on, press
something
pause.
right.
Who? Hold on. Who clowned Lily? Because I didn't.
The internet,
So who did?
the
I didn't see
internet.
But
Nene
you
be as
just said the
loud
same
about
people.
this.
I'm.
But
I
she
don't know
did it
about
to
you.
you.
I
But hold
can't
on. You
speak for
said
you.
the
I'm
same
saying
people. The people
internet.
that's on this
The
phone.
internet.
Ain't none of
Yes.
us said nothing about Lily. Well,
Maybe
but
not.
that's
The
millions of
internet
people, according
definitely
to Tiny
has.
and Candy. So how can we say everybody on the internet picks on her? Because I didn't see everybody on the internet
The
pick on her.
internet definitely was going hard on Lily for going broke twice.
But to me, those are different things. Of like, either
I
you're
It's
didn't
not
not
making enough
different.
money.
That shows that you don't know how to conduct or manage your money.
very.
But what
Yeah,
does
which
that
is what I
have
was
to
just
do
about to say.
about Candy being crass and unprofessional when
It's
trying to
another
make
false
sure she gets
equivalency.
the money that she wants? That they don't compare.
Yes.
At the end of the day,
Have,
I didn't pick
That's a
on
false
Lily.
equivalency.
I didn't see what this has garnered with Candy
What?
in her mouth. I didn't see people talking about Lily going broke. I just didn't. I'm sure now the internet is
I didn't
mean.
either.
So I'm sure it was people making mean comments, but it didn't
gassing at her
go
going
up.
broke.
Right, but I didn't see it go up how this went up. And her having poor money management has nothing to do with Candy being crass.
What exactly are we arguing about?
Being
I'm
unprofessional
not arguing.
and
I'm just
crass.
making a
Yeah.
point. This the internet. I'm
Unprofessionalism?
not gonna argue about it. I'm just stating
We're not
facts.
arguing.
Like, yeah, this ain't an argument. I just came up here to say that little piece. Like,
And
at
we
the
are
end of the
too.
day, I feel like Candy is a businesswoman. No matter how it came across, people saying that she was rude, but she was very calm. And she also stated this is not to offend anyone, but this discussion needs to be
You can
had.
be calm and unprofessional.
I feel like this discussion
It's a lot of
happens
calm,
all the
unprofessional people. She wouldn't be the first.
Listen, call it unprofessional, but she knows how to keep a coin. She knows how to manage
That's
her
not
money,
But
and
that's what it
clearly she
was.
knows how to handle her business.
That's not the same thing.
What does that have to
You
do with
shouldn't
what
have
she
had
did?
to anyways.
Yeah, it's not the
They
same
were
thing. What does that have to do?
taking
It's
care of
almost like
business.
it's.
It was too
But that
personal.
wasn't
They were
taking
taking
care
care
of
of
business.
business.
No,
Taking care of
no, that
business
was
was
not
having
taking
a
care of business.
manager.
Actually, thank you, Kai. You took the words out of my mouth.
Hello.
Taking care of business would have been to take her
And
her
that's not just
extra
on
ghetto
But they
Candy.
self
did not
and
have.
get a
Well, the
manager,
young lady
even
just said they did not.
even
They didn't
if
have a
they
manager
needed to
because
get
of
separate
Tasha.
managers, even if they needed to get separate managers for every member in that group, that would have been taking care of her business,
Yeah.
not dragging her slew-footed country ignorant behind in there.
No, wait.
And
They
saying
were
something
waiting on
unprofessional and
Tasha
crass
to
in the
approve
middle
of a new
and saying
manager.
something rude, unprofessional, and crass in the middle of a business meeting with a group that you know on your best day is bigger than you. That was unprofessional, rude, nasty, and typical dirty Candy.
But they were
Okay.
waiting on Tasha to approve of the new manager, and she wouldn't because of her husband.
But that doesn't make sense, Dee Marie. That doesn't make sense.
But it does.
Because it doesn't, sis. Because there are groups where every member has a different manager. Candy could have hired her own manager. That is bull crap. And Candy has
they
been
were
in the
trying
music
to be a group.
Candy has, but it doesn't matter what you're trying to do. If you're trying to conduct business and you're such a businesswoman, you hire your management and you let them know, hey, I got my own manager because y'all couldn't agree on nothing because I have to take care of my business. But that's not what Dirty Candy did. Candy came in half cocked, half put together as usual, and then did something ghetto and tacky. And like Gabor said, Tiny even said, and let me read Gabor's comment. Tiny even said Candy was uncouth in the way she presented that question. It was uncouth. Right. And it was unprofessional as hell.
I didn't see it, but it does sound like she went what do you call it? Uncouth.
Can I say a little piece?
Yeah.
Okay,
Go
you
ahead,
come on.
girl.
Okay. So with
Okay.
everyone goes to work or runs a business where they have to involve themselves with other people, and there are moments and times where they have to say a message a different way to not escalate issues. That is very different than you taking home your check and knowing what to do with it once you have it. Those are different issues.
Thank
Hello.
That's
you.
the first thing.
That's a big
So,
difference.
and like I know personally, like you say something differently or you don't respond in a certain amount of time because you want to make sure that your business is running appropriately because you don't want feelings involved in the first place. So to me,
Right.
business professionalism and financial literacy do go hand in hand, but they are still separate skills. For one,
Mm-hmm.
I don't know fully about because I've never fully heard of like a group having separate managers and they're talking about a I know individual managers, but as a group, I feel like you would still have a group manager. So to me, it is still for me, one of my biggest things is like, bitch, I would have been voted out Tasha. If you can even get a manager, if you can't even trust that your social security number is not going to be messed with and all this other stuff, I would have been letting the Tasha go because they've shown that they can. It's not like an SWB where I feel like Coco is very much so central and Xscape, that's not the case. So to me, these girls, if you're big girls, big it up and say either you're in or you're out. We don't care about you having your solo deal, but that does not mean that you forsake our group to do so. So either you're in or you're out because I'm not going to hold myself hostage to you just to see like I'm a good person. If we're talking real business would have been Tasha. What are we doing? If you don't want to do this,
Yep.
if you keep showing me that you want to do it like this, then we're not moving forward because she is the one who needed the show. I will say that it
All
seems
of
like the SWVs, at least they're doing their touring. I'm pretty sure the show is helping them, but they have been doing their touring. Candy and Tiny, of course, have their
Yeah,
own
they
thing
didn't
going
need
on.
it.
Tamika at least was doing the plays, and that what got her by. Because the only person I heard about living with their mama was Tasha. So to me, everyone is doing a big service to Miss Tasha. So if the women of Xscape want to be women, then I think the decision would be we need to hold a town meeting for us to figure out how we're moving forward. Because I cannot be in a group where I feel like I cannot trust anyone's my personal information, nor can we even have a manager because everything has to go through your husband, whoever is your husband's friend. Absolutely not. And I think that is one of the biggest issues where I thought you can't even come to SWB about doing this tour because your own ish is not together.
Hello.
Until they get business together. Right. And that was my attitude. Like, why would you not get y'all's business handled before you try to sit down with a
Exactly.
group of full grown women
It don't make
who
no sense.
clearly have their business handled? And
I
that's my
don't
whole
think
point.
Tasha
And
was
With
with your
Candy, I'm
business.
handling my but that's my whole point with Little Miss Candy. I'm
Yeah.
handling my business Burris when you're not. You are, if you were, you would not have taken a meeting managerless saying tacky stuff.
She
And like Couture Bay is saying, this is an extremely good point. The manager that's there, they all agreed on that manager. So they can turn up their nose. That's Rocky's friend. Well, you knew that was Rocky's friend when y'all hired him and agreed on
I
him.
mean,
That's
come
why I
on.
say some of this crap they throwing at
Tasha
time.
was holding
I'm not
out.
buying all.
She was not gonna
My
sign.
my attitude is this. My attitude is this. When it comes
I
to
love your
SW, when it comes to Xscape,
attitude.
Xscape is a dysfunctional, defunct group. Period. And
True.
they need to get their garbage together. They do not even belong on the same stage with the likes of SWV. They are
Okay.
beneath those women in every way imaginable. Their energy is low vibrational. Their attitudes are ghetto. Their singing is subpar. They look a mess. Everything about them is beneath those women. And the fact that you took a meeting with those ladies who did it before you did it better than you, still doing it, still booking shows, and you fixed your Billy Goat voice to say,
She had
we
to.
won't top billing. Like, girl, if you don't get the hell out of here.
I'm not mad at the meeting because she had to. Nobody else was
She didn't
doing
have to do
anything.
anything. What she would have had to do would have been to get a manager and let your manager handle business like
Yes,
business professional.
but only if
Not you walking
Tasha
in there and
agreed.
But if
not
Candy
you
was
walking
also,
in and insulting your betters. The only
but
excuse
if
you got
Candy,
is, well, I couldn't get Tasha. Girl, you're a full grown woman with millions
Yes,
of dollars. Hire your own manager to do your job.
yes.
Hire your own.
Tasha not
Everybody
agreeing
who likes to
to,
defend Candy's garbage, first thing when
I
she wants her
wouldn't
money,
want anyone who
what does that mean?
Garbage.
Rocky like recommended at all.
But they already agreed on that person. That's who they have right now.
That's who they have.
Is that person. So if they agreed on that person, now you're not going to use this person based on what. Up. So if you don't want them, go hire somebody else.
So if
don't show up and take a meeting without representation, looking stupid and saying.
Seanitra, if that's what they wanted, why didn't the manager approach them with that?
Because they're not happy with him anymore. Which means they should not be taking business.
Hold on. I got this. Hold on. I got this. Okay. We're not in Xscape. Xscape is in Xscape. And being that that's their group and their business, it was up to them to make sure their business was intact before they took a business meeting. But we're talking about full ghetto birds and all dysfunctional. And they showed up and did some tacky. And they showed up and did some tacky backwoods country crap, and it was disrespectful.
What I'm saying is,
SWV showed up with their management. Xscape did not, and instead we got Candy the Billy Goat bleating all over the place, insulting people.
Because
she didn't handle her business.
Friend to stand up,
but she didn't handle her business. I don't care what she didn't want.
Avoided.
She should have went and got another manager. She should have went and got another manager.
How? We haven't seen
with her money. With her money.
We have to see the contract though.
She should have went and got a contract and got another manager.
Contracts with managers.
But she should have went. She should have handled it. She should have taken her money and got a lawyer and handled it. Why are you trying to be?
It's literally no excuse. If you weren't ready, you should not have taken a meeting. You should have told the other ladies we got to postpone while we work out our management stuff.
That's what professionals do. But not hood rats. I get that. But not hood rats. Hood rats don't.
That's why
they show up with no representation and start saying tacky, ignorant stuff. That's what hood rats do.
Sorry.
Xscape is a group full of hood boogers, and they do not have their stuff together. All of them are dysfunctional as hell. And they cannot hold so much as not even a candle. They can't hold a lit matchstick to SWV. And it's embarrassing.
I mean, it's too bad that I like their song.
Which song? We should do better.
Huh?
Which song from Xscape? They ain't got Before 5.
Yeah. But I like them.
Oh, no.
Hey,
and I like SWV. I like them both. And I'm glad that they're touring together. Or they were.
They're not touring. They came together to do one show.
Yeah,
one show.
They were doing it.
They're not touring together. Mm-hmm. Like I said, the bottom line, Mimi say, did they clown the Scott sisters because they left broke too? Okay, they should have, because both of them was broke as Joe's turkey.
I'm pretty sure people they clowned them. I know I saw some people clowning them.
Mm-hmm. That's why I say, like, nobody spent a lot of time talking about them. They weren't talked about when they were supposedly popular, and they weren't popular once they fell off.
Oh,
like nothing about them is remarkable.
Popular here in the West.
Again, to go back to our point of
sorry, go ahead.
Of professionalism and financial literacy. Miss Tocha is supposed to be the voice of the group. Miss Tocha has been trying to do this solo deal for how long now? Now, why is that?
Mm-hmm.
And also, it shows, because I feel like a lot of them have their issues, but I haven't talked about her to y'all yet. To me, it shows also this like feigning need to be the star, the fact that you couldn't even find a different way to be in the music industry to at least keep yourself afloat. Because the only time it seemed like she was at least popping was once the group got back together and then she thought she could get a solo deal. So again, the way you act about your business still impacts your money. Because to me, she's supposed to be this voice and this angel on earth with the voice. And yet somehow, some way, she's never really done anything that has not been a part of Xscape. So people do need to understand business acumen and how you want to relay a message. And sometimes you do need to go gutter with someone, still in a professional manner, and other times it's not needed. Because we see where Tocha has gotten from when Xscape ended to where we are now. Still meeting with people, trying to get a solo deal, and hopefully get this album out and make it sell.
Well, she got the deal with Motown Gospel,
yes.
But I don't really like. I don't even have a lot of opinion on that because I'm like I don't know. I don't even agree with the idea about gospel albums like that. That always kind of disturbed me a little bit slightly, but that's
But just in general,
I'm not even gonna say nothing like that. But that to me is neither here nor there. You can't run around touting yourself as this magical business person and you can't handle your business. And all you got is excuses and tacky behavior. Like that don't cut it for me.
But I agree with what Kai said before. Kai was right. They should have had the come to Jesus moment with Latasha. Latasha, you in or you out. Period. That's professional.
But we can't expect professional from her. We can't. She ain't got it.
One of them.
No. That's why I said the entire group of Xscape. And what makes me even more tired is you have people trying to find the good person in Xscape and the villain in Xscape. Those people are dysfunctional. The person who makes the most when they talk is actually Tiny. Tiny makes more sense than everybody up until she made that stupid comment about social media. Tiny had been the most intelligent person talking on the show, and that's scary as hell. Because we know Tiny ain't that bright, but she has made more sense than everybody else in her group since we've been seeing them on this show. California Cutie said Lonnie also said they were getting close to a deadline, so they had been in discussions of the business for at least a month. So Candy may have been a little frustrated that I didn't see the disrespect. Well, but to me that is disrespectful. If you frustrated with your group members, you're supposed to be able to leave that at the door, clean your face up, and come handle business without letting that show.
I just feel like we're not addressing the underlying problem, which is
typically tacky. Xscape is a dysfunctional group, and they need to go.
But what do you think is the underlying problem, D. Marie?
Rocky.
For their entire group?
Really?
No, it's
Rocky. So
I would say
doesn't make any moves unless Rocky approves.
But then that's when you have
if she wants new management, if she wants new concert tickets, if she wants anything, it comes from him. Because Candy's pretty much the whole group, if you watch their interviews and them interacting, they're pretty much on the same page. But when she comes in, the problem is that he's whispering in her ear. He is.
How do we know that?
We saw it on screen.
No, what we saw was her in a confessional and her husband speaking to her. We don't know what
that man said. Have you ever seen that?
We don't know what that man said.
Housewife.
Hold on. Those are not housewives. That's number one. Number two, her husband is her manager. So we don't know what that man said to his wife. We cannot say that every time something has to be handled, he whispers in her ear because we do not know that.
Would you want your husband doing that?
My husband's not my manager.
Exactly.
But my thing is, if her husband is her manager, the other three can have
he has a right to speak to him.
And the managers can convene. It's not that much to do. You find out whether Latasha wants to be in it or out. If Latasha wants to be in, then Rocky is acting as your manager. The other girls get your manager. The managers handle the legal stuff, and it shouldn't be so messy and catty.
Right, because that's how it's coming off, messy and catty. That whole group is straight up messy and catty. I'm telling you, I don't like Xscape at all. And this is what's funny.
I don't like
this is what's funny. When I hear people with y'all don't like Candy, it's like, child, I don't know whether you slow or silly or ride that little bus. I don't like that whole group. Like, really, at this point, I'm shocked as hell that Tiny is the most palatable person for me right now. I don't like that whole group. Their sound was never it. They were never cute. They were never on top. They were just there. And here we are again with, in my opinion, Candy trying to rewrite history because she got on Housewives. So it's almost like she wants us to pretend they were a supergroup when they were never.
Seanitra, Tiny is really nice. I was surprised.
What are you surprised about?
I didn't know that she was going to be so funny, so nice, so like amicable.
I don't know about nice. I can't say all that. All I can say is she's making more sense than other people that's talking on there. I can't give her all that. I don't like that group. They're dysfunctional. They're ignorant. They're tacky. They got 5 songs.
I
and
know you don't like them, but she still is nice.
I mean, no, you think she's nice.
I do.
That's right. I'm not giving her that.
Right.
She just makes more sense than everybody else talking for me. I'm not giving her all that. I don't think anybody in Xscape is nice. I think they're all toxic to a certain degree, even Tiny. Tiny just seems to have more sense than the rest of them.
Agreed.
That entire group is dysfunctional as hell and got all these big egos in this little nothing behind group. Tasha ego is too big for her to be in Xscape.
I worry about her.
She did a whole song with Trick Daddy and them, and that, to me, that was one of the worst songs that I ever seen come off of Slip and Slide.
No, but
all she did was sing on the song. I hated the song. I did. Tasha got a nice voice, but it's something about it that it just don't work for me. All those forced runs, absolutely not. Her sister, no. Tiny, hell no. Candy, listen, don't play with me. That whole group is a hot mess. And I'll stand on that. Whole group, hot mess.
So SWV is bringing up a lot of 90 music for me.
I don't know about all that. All I know is what's going
about
on.
Dawn. I don't know why.
I don't know. Now, this mess with Tamar, child, what y'all think about this? Because I don't know how to take Tamar. Now, Tamar mentioned all this before. This was not her first time mentioning this. And from what I saw from the clip on Watch What Happens Live, when this got revived, like the Bride of Frankenstein, Tamar didn't bring this up. It was 2 little clear girls on the screen that asked her about this. So that's how this got revived. And then it just seemed like it spiraled out of control. And if I'm going to be honest, I believe that Todd did get in Tamar's face because we've seen him get in people's faces on RHOD. I do believe that. I'm just going to say
that's not Todd's character.
Oh.
Yes, it is.
No.
I feel like
we saw him get in Portia face. We saw him try to get in male face. We done seen him get in women's faces now. And he don't mind arguing and going back and forth with women. Hell, he tried it with Marlo.
Yeah, he treats women like he would treat any man. Like he's just neutral.
That's the whole point. He just said it. He'll treat women like he treat any man. The problem is women are not men. I don't care how tiny Tadrika is. He's still a man. He shouldn't be in women's faces that way. He should not be in women's faces. I don't care how tiny he is. He's still a man. Ask Tory Lanez.
No, that's different.
No, it's not.
It's the same across the board.
Whether you're a big man or a little bitty man, you do not need to be in women's faces. I don't care how messy Tamar is. You let those women argue. You as a man should not be getting in a woman's face and arguing at her.
Didn't all he say was like, that's what it is, and then he left?
Yeah, okay. See, this is my issue.
He had no business getting in that woman's face.
There was no other...
We had no business getting in that woman's face. That is never acceptable. That is never acceptable.
Can I hop on in?
Sorry, yes.
To me, I feel like her and Candy had a argument, and she said it when she said it. But now she wants some limelight, so now she's adding sauce, as Giselle likes to.
Yeah.
Because when I watched her video in her car,
Kai, she said that before. Go back and look. She said a peach and her husband way before. She didn't say no names, but she didn't bring it back up. So she didn't add anything.
Her Instagram.
She already said it. But this is what I'm saying. She didn't add sauce when she said it the first time. She said a peach and her husband. So how did she add sauce?
Okay, but we didn't get details of what was said, what was it about. So now that she's trying to explain the story to me, the story seems a little empty. She said she walked over and grabbed Candy pulled her aside, and all she said was, "You know what it is," and walked, and they left. So to me, I'm trying to figure out where in which he walked up into your face. If you say he walked over to get his wife, for one, and to me, I don't think it's that big of a deal to say, "You know what it is." Now, if she said he walked up
But
to me,
that's not
put his
all
finger
that
in my
was said.
face, and did da 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 da, you know what it is,
But
then I thought that's
Candy,
something.
Candy even said she said more than that. So come on, stop that.
But I'm not talking about Candy. I just said Candy and Tamar
even
had an
said
argument.
that she said more than Candy even said she said more than you know what it is, that they had words and she kind of laughed about it. My issue is not her and Candy having words. Those are two full-grown women. They can say whatever they want
I'm
to
talking
each
about
other.
the Todd part. That's what I literally just said. I can see, and I see her and Candy having an argument. The whole issue is the Todd part. The Todd part is where she said he came to get her, Candy, and he said, "You know what it is." That's what she said. Todd said to her, but she didn't
That's
say
what she said.
he went to go and he put his finger up, or he pushed Candy aside and then kept walking towards me. It felt a little too empty for all the erotic she's saying of him
Trying to fight
engaging
her.
and being aggressive with her.
Yeah,
To
I
me,
think
she
Tamar
said a lot
pushed
about the
up.
Candy argument. She didn't say a lot about the Todd argument part. She said a lot with the Candy part. She didn't say too much with the Todd part.
She didn't say a lot about him. I'm just saying her initial statement when she didn't give any details was Peach and her husband tried to fight me. Now I don't know.
Okay, but maybe you don't know a lot about Tamar.
I do know a lot about Tamar, and I know Tamar is a mess, and I'm not a Tamar fan. I don't even like Tamar. Okay,
it ain't about her being a mess. It's about her.
She is, and matter of fact, in the words of Nene, she a whole stunt queen. So I'm aware. All I'm saying is, do I believe that Tiny Todd got in her face? Yes, I do believe that. I believe it. I believe it.
I do not.
Now,
I believe that Tamar is embellishing.
She may have added, mind you, do I think she could have added some more to it? Yes, I do. However, it still goes back to the original. Todd ain't had no business in her face.
Here's the thing. Let me tell you why that gets muddy and why I think Tamar full of it. Let's say Candy and Tamar chest to chest, they bickering. Let's say he gets in between to get some space between them. And then at the point that he gets between them, then he's technically in Tamar's face. I don't like that. That's stretching the truth. That's embellishing. And that's what I think Tamar is doing.
Yeah,
she even went to go say, "Oh, you're apologizing for this. I hope he's not beating your behind at home." Like she's been stretching it.
Not with that one. I think she was just being.
Hold on, Kai. We didn't even get a chance to get that far yet.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm skipping ahead. I'm sorry.
You be here fast forward on the initial. Do I believe that he
works fast?
I know you be fast, girl. Slow, auntie, slow. Let me catch up. So the initial, do I believe just on the predicate? Do I believe that he got in her face? Yes, I do. Do I believe he actually wanted to like swing and hit her? No. But do I believe he got in her face? Yes, I do. Do I believe he possibly argued with her? Yes, I do. Now, what I was about to say, everything after that is Tamar being the stunt queen that she is.
Why do I hear you clapping? Tamar being the stunt queen.
Everything after that is Tamar being the stunt queen that she is. It's a whole lot like, and thank you for that clarification, good boy. They was on a break when that the man was literally combing Tasha's hair before Rocky whispered in her ear. Yeah, they were on a break. Yeah, but people, the production showed that to try to spin a narrative that Rocky is like a puppet master when really Rocky, when literally Rocky ain't studying Tasha. Rocky got his own life and he's studying her. But that's the narrative. So that's apparently we supposed to be dumb and just run with that. But back to Tadrika, Candy, and stunt queen Tamar. Tamar, after this got brought back up, I feel like Tamar was waiting for an opportunity, and it came because the girls asked the question, and that was her opportunity to take a swing at Candy again, because they had supposedly made up after the whole Big Brother debacle or whatever, and so she thought everything was gonna be cool. And so she thought it was fine that she took sides with Carlos King and the whole thing between her and Candy or whatever. Candy took it a certain type of way and was mad and got in her face over it, which I still don't understand. What the hell was that to get in her face about? She got a right to go up for her friend if that's really her friend and you just an acquaintance. But whatever, neither here nor there.
They're friends. But yeah, neither here nor there.
Neither, to me, it's neither here nor there. You know that girl was dragging you on Big Brother and y'all just made up. So y'all was frenemies at best. Associates with frenemies at best. If that's her friend and she wanted to say my friend ain't took nothing from her, it's okay. Because like I told Gabor, that's my friend. If somebody say Gabor took something, I'm not even going to check to see if it's right. My friend ain't took nothing from you. That's going to be my response. And it is what it is. I think that Tamar got her feelings hurt because Candy went off. And I think she's been laying in wait and waiting for an opportunity to sling all the mud she could. And I think that's what she did.
I see that.
Now, that's what I think Tamar did because Tamar is nasty like that. Let us not forget how she tried to play with Lanithia. So we know that Tamar is a stunt queen. We know Tamar will lay in wait and do something real nasty. And I think that this was the real nasty.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's just giving Giselle with how she trying to act like Todd came at her like, no, ma'am. She said that man tried to fight her point blank, period. That man ain't tried to fight you. Period. That man ain't tried to fight you.
That's my issue.
I don't believe he tried to fight her. I do believe he probably got
that's what you said.
Right. Even if his conduct was not what a man should be doing to a woman, I can go for that. But he wasn't trying to fight you, though.
No.
Don't say that.
I don't believe he was really trying to fight her. I don't believe he really wanted to fight her. I don't believe it.
And she don't believe
I do believe he got in her face. Yeah, I don't believe that either. And I don't believe that Tamar believes that. But I
see is Todd looking back and saying something
and she was waiting. I feel like that she got her feelings hurt and she was laying in wait for an opportunity to take a shot, and she took a shot at them people. And that's what I think happened. But he is always addressing women like that. That wouldn't even shock me one bit.
I can believe that.
And it's not quite to the degree of Giselle, because Giselle went to sexual allegations, which is that's disgusting. You know, saying that he got aggressive with you, or was in your face or whatever. Like
she said he tried to fight her. Not aggressive. That is just it's not as bad as SA.
No,
but no, ma'am. But hold on, it is only one step down. That's only one step down from SA. Let's be real. So don't say that man tried to fight you. I don't like Todd, but not too much. That man ain't trying to fight you. And then
what's your opinion on this clipboard that Tamar going with, saying that he talked to Todd and Todd was embarrassed about it and blah blah blah.
Okay. Another stunt queen. Also, the photo that she showed did not give me proof. Because to me, if he was in your face so much you felt scared for your life that he was about to fight you, ain't no way you got a photo with him and Todd calmly shaking hands in the background. Ain't no way my partner is gonna be all cool, calm, and collected if you try to fight me a couple minutes ago.
Wait, what was the rumor? I missed that.
No, because Tamar was saying this is the proof that Todd apologized and whatever his name, JR, checked him. Which it was them in the background, and they seem real, chill. No, but they seem chill.
That was Kai was thinking that's a real calm chicken. I'm like, that's
back to Geneva's point. She said that man tried to fight her. So there's no way my partner would be cool, calm, and collected with you if you just tried to fight me at a work event. No.
That's what I said, Kai, when I saw that picture that she said was a receipt. I'm like, that's got to be the coolest, calmest chicken I ever seen in my life. Now, either that man don't like you or it didn't quite go like that.
No, she was lying. That's what
I'm saying. It didn't go like that. I feel like, because Tamar is another one that will twist the truth. And see, this is where it gets iffy when you're dealing with two people that'll tell a lie. Oh, God, you got to try to pick through all of it. I feel as though Todd might have been like, I shouldn't have got in them women's argument, man. That was this. And I think that was all it was. And then Tamar took it like Giselle took Chris, saying, if I made you feel uncomfortable, I'm sorry. Like, see, that's the initial. That's how I think that kind of went.
Yes.
That's what I think happened.
I can see that. I can see that. Him saying, they were arguing, whatever, and I stepped in. I can see that.
I can see that.
The narrative that when she's in her car doing her imitation of Candy and barely saying what Todd said, even though he was trying to fight her, is not what that picture of them two depicted shows.
Right.
That's true.
She was putting too much on it. If you and Candy argue, but she knew we wasn't gonna care that you and Candy argued. Like, so what? Like, y'all two girls argue if you want to. So let's make it into a story. No, ma'am.
I think she got real creative with the creative license. Like, she was writing some fiction and just she went too far with the embellishments. However, Todd does need to learn not to just get in women's stuff. Let them women argue. They too full grown women.
Exactly. Yes.
Now
I don't like that about Todrica. Like, it killed me. Everybody want to call Peter Patricia, but Todrica is way more feminine and flamboyant than Peter with the good skin could ever be.
And
did someone say Tamar is dramatic, but not like? Did we not see the way she would be acting on her own show with her family?
I'm trying to told you, but how she treat her own.
That's what Vanessa said. Now, don't put that on me. Vanessa said that I don't do Tamar like that.
Because again, I was saying, to me, it's sauce when because I can get her sharing her experience of like, someone tried to fight me, which again, she did say they tried to fight her, but now it's being brought up again. Okay, the person asked you the question, all she did was sip on the drink, but now since people are going to put pressure on you, now you're in your car, well, shit, that, and acting like you all cool, calm, and collected. Tamar, we know you. You were not just standing there, just
let somebody snap on you.
Right. You were not doing that, and then the fact that the man was. And then the fact that you say this man tried to fight you, and all you say is he came to get candy. He said, you know what it is. To me, that's not a fight. That's him grabbing his wife and saying, girl, which that can still be like, I don't like that he addressed me. He should have just came and got his wife, and that could have been it. I can understand her saying that. But you turn that into him wanting to fight you. It's a completely different situation than he came to get candy. He spoke to me, and he should have just grabbed candy and left me out. That I can understand. But the whole, they were both trying to jump me situation, no.
But this is what's funny to me. And I'm sorry, y'all might whoop me about this one. But
are we gonna throw tomatoes at you?
Y'all might throw a tomato at me, and I'm gonna take them and make a pot of chili because I find this hilarious.
Chili, honey.
Yes, chili. Bring me some ground beef and some chili beans and some bell peppers and onions. We're gonna get it popping. Okay. But this is hilarious to me because Candy has spent false narratives on people. She done lied on people. She's a nasty one, and now she's like clashing with somebody who's just as devious and dishonest as her. This is funny as hell to me. I'm sorry. Tamar is a hot mess queen. I believe she embellishing her butt off. I do not believe that it went to the level of fighting or whatever like that. But we know Tamar. Tamar will tell a story. And like my friend said on my phone, Tamar up there mimicking Candace's shaky voice. And then gonna call the girl Billy Goat. Like, listen, we named her Billy Goat over here on YouTube, Tamar. Get up out our neck of the woods. Get up out our neck of the woods. I didn't appreciate that. Like, Tamar, girl, I don't even like you like that.
So what?
For you to be borrowing anything from me, I don't like you, Tamar. Don't do that.
I think, I ain't gonna lie. Tamar might have incited all of this argument, but Tamar show ate her up. Tamar
she did eat her up
real bad. She ate her up real bad. Even down to her taking care of Todd, honey. She ate her up real bad.
Yeah. Like, wait. Did you say real bad like Young Miami? Real bad?
Real bad. Real bad.
Thank you.
Yeah, and right, Tony Robinson. Andy was being messy on that show, too, because Andy could have just breezed on past that. Andy tried to squeeze that out, pull that thing out. But yeah, Tamar mouth get real slick and greasy. But then when Kate Michelle was roasting her, she wanted to cry. She said, I look like a leather puppet. I'm like, girl, but you do look like a leather muppet. Like, girl, stop.
Kate didn't say leather now. You done made it worse.
Like a muppet. My bad. I said leather muppet. She said just regular muppet. But still the same. When Kay Michelle went to get on her head, then she wanted to cry. The TV show with the people. But but Tamar mouth is real slick and greasy. Real slick, real greasy. Because she roasted the piss out Candy. She did. And Candy ain't got no mouth like that. She done tried.
No, Candy can't argue. I feel like all of this though, this was a twofer. This was for press. This is for I still don't like you. This is for Carlos King.
I'm gonna get you back because you hurt my feelings and you said my friend stole from you.
Man.
After saying I know people do unauthorized bios all the time. So what was the big deal if he did an unauthorized bio? Why is it still in the
So you try and ask this. What is your opinion on her sister stealing her money?
I don't believe she took nothing from her. I don't. I already said that. Whoa. But back to Tamar, because I'm through with Xscape. Like that I'm sick of that whole group. Please don't ask me nothing else, but I'm sick of the people, man. Like when I say I'm sick,
I didn't know. I didn't hear you.
I know, baby. I know. I'm begging. This is me begging. Can I beg? I ain't too proud to beg.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm begging you.
I won't say nothing else.
I ain't too proud to beg you, darling. No. That's right. No more escape, please. Don't you go. That's right. Because I'm sick of them, man. Like that group is depressing.
They're draining.
Yes, they take all your energy, man. I can't. I'm sorry. Like, I know we supposed to like them, or y'all want me to like them. I can't. I cannot. That's like asking me to hang out in the projects all day. I can't. DT, thank you for the super chat. He says Tandrika is being a good loyal housewife to her husband, Cheesy Coochie Candy, and enjoys the love triangle of Candyman and Donna Juanita. Stand by your man. DT, you crazy, and I love you.
Stick beside him.
That's right. But I'm with you, Eva. I feel like in reality, Tamar was waiting to get her lick back.
She been waiting. How she eating this girl up? How she eating this girl? You been thought of this stuff. You been waiting.
This been on her mind. Kai, do you think she was waiting to get this girl back too?
I think she was, because I can see it. To me, Tamar gives a little bit of like, I will drop some seeds and hopefully one day they can flourish for me. So I can see her. So that's why I say she added sauce, because my thing is like, she set the story before. It was, clear, concise. Some people guessed Candy, some people didn't know. But now you need this. Now Candy's in the spotlight. People are looking at her a little bit more past Atlanta, just housewives. You got this show. You want to release this song. You got this man. This is your time again. And no, I'm gonna start off with Carlos, but maybe I can get another show with Carlos or something happening. So I think this was like, okay, this is my time. Let's explode this beat.
100%.
Hey, L'Oreal.
Hey.
Girl, how you doing?
Girl, I had to jump on here because Todd did that. That sounds just like Todd.
Don't it? It sounds just like Todd.
Yeah.
You know what?
Now, L'Oreal,
you got it. You got this.
L'Oreal, on this porch, his name Tadrika. So you feel like that's Drika. Drika did that.
Drika did.
Big T.
No, that's
did. But this is my only thing with Tamar. Okay, everybody knows Tamar extra. Tamar probably never let the grudge go, whatever. Yep. But this is the thing, though. As far as the Carlos and Candy beef, when they rolled the footage back talking about when she went with JD when they first did their Xscape show or whatever. They failed. Right. Okay. She went to JD about it because JD said the same thing. They was already talking about doing the movie. But when you talk about doing the movie, anybody can do the movie. That's facts.
That's right.
Okay, so he said, but when you get to the point of talking about the music, you have to come see me. So at this point, it don't matter who it is, Candy. If you don't own the rights to your music, you ain't talking about nothing. You still got to go sit down to JD and ask JD, to do this music, and he's still gonna get broke off some money because he owns
Exactly.
the rights to the music. So you
Thank
making a
you.
huge fuss about nothing because you'll never
Over
be in control of
nothing.
it because you don't own your music.
No, I
Thank
need
you.
paperwork.
And you
And
can't
see,
even
right
get
there,
together with your
I
group
need
to even go on
paperwork. Yeah.
tour. Like they can't agree on nothing. I haven't watched none of the SWV. And this the thing, I'm a SWV fan. Escape, maybe 2, 3 songs, back in the day, it was on the radio, it was jamming. But did I go buy it? No. But to me, Coco can really sing. I don't know about the rest of them people. Tasha do way
yep,
too many runs. She extra, but she can sing.
yes,
She could sing, but her attitude these days,
Yeah.
that's why I feel like you need to stay
yes.
off TV because you wasn't all that,
Mm-hmm.
not Whitney Houston, and your
Whew.
attitude will make me not like you, baby. You on
L'Oreal up
that?
here
Mm-hmm.
You on
preaching.
that?
Glory. L'Oreal preaching. Yes.
So if they
Thank
want
you,
to stay off
L'Oreal. But I need
TV,
to see the paperwork on the
they
management.
might could sell a tour. I don't want to see y'all. Period. Period.
Thank
Period.
you. Ooh,
Period.
L'Oreal.
I love the greeting. I gotta go,
L'Oreal.
everyone. Have a nice night.
Oh, good
Bye,
night,
Kai.
Kai.
Gospel record, you
Love you,
not even
Kai.
singing the gospel right. You up there singing the gospel like you was making love to R&B night
Like it's
song.
rhythm and blues music.
Yeah,
L'Oreal, have I told you I loved you today? I love you because you
Skin.
said
I think.
everything from the depths of my heart. You said it for me. Everything.
And
Oh, all the way,
Tadrika just
girl,
done.
all the way down to them forced runs that Tasha be doing. Just why you
Yeah,
forcing
it's
all
too
the
much.
runs?
It's
God.
the same. It's the same run over and over and over for me. I can't.
Oh,
Seanitra, what
yes,
do you
it be
think
the
about
same
the
run.
The
It's the
same one.
same run, L'Oreal. I don't care what song she's singing. It's the same run. She'll
Run.
put it in
Yeah.
the middle of the bar, at the end of the bar, at the top of the bar, and she be flat and pitchy sometimes. She got a nice voice, and I'm not taking that. But all them forced runs, she
It
always got
seems
to
too
sit there
much.
and stretch her dick out and have her mouth hanging open, looking crazy. I just can't. That's why I say that group is depressing.
It
It's
is.
depressing.
And see, when they said that she was too old to be in the group and they took her out the group and put her in the older group in the first place, and they took her and brought her back, they had no business doing that. They should just
Thank
figured
you.
out something for her in the first place and found another girl to fit the group. And that wasn't it.
Thank you.
Because
Thank
you
you, sis.
bullying that group. All them your little sisters. Go sit down somewhere. And then you doing the same run over and 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 over. Ooh,
And you know
ugh.
what?
If
didn't work
anybody
the
Like,
can
first
sing the
time?
best out of all of them, it's Tamika. I
I
give
don't
it
know
to
about that
Tiny. I
either.
give it to Tiny. I'm sorry. I give it to Tiny from back in the day,
Damn.
cause girl,
I can't do none of their voices. Like all of their voices are just passable except Candy. Everybody else just passable. And like
and she have a
literally,
distinct voice, but she needs to stay in her low register.
no. Well, Candy sing baritone and bass.
And so do Tony Braxton. She needs to stay in her register.
No, her register
When
is
she get out of that baritone, I can't do it.
L'Oreal. Sis, but her register is barnyard. It's bang.
Her register is
Every
barnyard.
man wants a woman.
But that made her
Has a good
unique.
voice, though.
That's what sell records is something different.
That ain't sold no bunch of records.
Well, that kick out history, that was the best record they had.
All I can say is they are depressing as hell. That's why I beg not to even have to talk about them no more till Sunday. Because everything about them is giving me Parkside Projects, Ocala, Florida. I can't take it.
Coco can
I
do all of them,
cannot.
so she gotta do all of them, but I just can't watch
I
it.
feel
so
like they
gonna make
taking me
feel
back
some
to
type of
Spring
way.
Manor Project, North Road Project. Matter of fact, shout out to all the projects in Ocala, but I wasn't raised in them, and I just can't stand but so much of that.
What network is this show on?
Bravo Girl.
Okay, see, Candy needs to get away from Bravo. They just give her any show she wants.
Bravo the only now since Bravo is the only people gonna have that Billy Goat, and I'm not gonna tell her to leave her money.
Hey.
I'm not gonna tell her. I don't tell. Hey, more money. I ain't gonna tell nobody to leave their money. I don't care who you are. Don't leave your money. Even Candy. As much as I don't like her little snotty attitude, I want Candy to keep getting paid too. Contrary to popular belief, get your money,
I
man.
want them all to get paid.
You know,
I want that. They could have got more money going on too. That's good. That's how artists get paid. They should just got it
Like,
together to
stop with
go
the
on
ego
tour.
and just get paid.
All I know is whatever they do, as long as I don't have to hear it.
They should have just
That's
went on
all.
tour so they can get all their money. That's just like having an affiliate link, or or just selling the product yourself. Go on tour, baby. You said it's getting affiliate money, basically a little small percentage, but you running that stuff through the mud. It's not like they getting on her. She talking about protecting her legacy. How? When you getting on TV acting a fool?
Girl, she
I'm
ain't
just
protecting her
saying.
legacy. She about to mess around and let that garden gnome steal her legacy. Talking about you protecting it, and you got a whole 3-foot thief in your house. You
I'm just
worrying
saying
about
that
Tasha
that
husband
was a
taking something from
conversation
you.
that management.
She up here talking about she worried about Tasha husband taking something from her, and you got the Grinch that stole Christmas that sleep in the bed with you.
Exactly. And Carlos and him fell
I'm
out
gonna drop
first
down, y'all.
behind
All right, bye,
Hollywood
baby girl.
Divas. They
Good
said
night. It's so cute.
they were supposed to be producing Hollywood Divas together, and they fell out first. It's Drika all the time, stealing.
It's always Drika. Drika messy. And
Drika.
listen, any girl watching named Drika, girl, we not talking about you. We talking about Candy husband Drika. Okay, I don't want nobody mad
I
at
wouldn't
me.
be surprised if Drika knew about the movie and was in on it before the
He might
fallout.
have been. Mm-hmm. If so, if anything, if Drika heard about it and he couldn't get none of the money, that's why Drika done got mad and pushed Candy up to be mad with Carlos style.
How they
Oh,
get
Miss
so
Lisa
close
say
for
Candy
Carlos
just
to
like
have
her
office
mama.
in her studio. I'm like, Chad, Drika said all that up. Moved him right on
Yeah,
in.
sure did. Drika behind most of the mess going with Candy.
Seanitra, I love you so much. But I have
I
to go
love
to
you
bed.
too.
He
You
sure
gotta go
feeling though.
to bed. Listen at her. She got to go to bed.
She got
You
to go
got
to
to go to bed. You
bed.
got to go to work early. You got to get up early tomorrow.
I'm just sleepy.
Okay. Well, that's all right. You came to hang out with me with your crazy self. I love you to pieces, boo.
Are you sure? Because we disagreed.
What that mean? So you can't love people and disagree with them? We gotta agree if we love each other all the time.
Okay.
Even if you tell me to wear flats and stripes, I gotta do it out of love.
Agree with you. I love you.
That's right. That's all I'm about to say. So you gonna take your love back? Because I don't agree. Hey, let me find out what kind of
You're
family.
gonna take it.
Dang. Okay, I'm about to say so. We taking
You're gonna
love
take
back
it.
now? Okay. Okay. Well, go on to bed, crazy girl. We'll talk later.
All right. Good night.
All right. Good night. DT, thank you for the super chat. Say singing like a screaming Venus flytrap, and that's the good ones. That isn't cheesy coochie candy because she sounds like a pin piercing a foot. Oh my God. Thank you for the super chat. DT so descriptive.
The coochie candy took me out.
He be telling that girl that I'm like, where you get that from? DT gonna say some stuff. DT gonna say some stuff. And then what you think of this stuff, child? Tasha gonna with her messy self gonna go on social media and she see the picture of Tamar with SWV talking about where y'all at? I'm coming. Like, girl, just stay out of it.
Don't nobody want to see her flat back. She better go on somewhere and sit down.
Girl, where did she get that blonde wig that she been wearing on that show?
The thirst. They so thirsty. The whole thing is getting thirsty.
Girl, Latasha
This the
wig
thing for
look
me.
thirsty.
Both of them had
Her
failing
wig
shows.
look dehydrated.
Didn't
That wig
SWV
look
have a show back in the
dehydrated.
day already?
Yeah, they had a show on WeTV. I think they did 2 or 3 seasons on. They done did the reality TV show thing. Mona Scott was behind this show, from my understanding. And then, in order to do it, she wanted SWV to agree to do the show or whatever. She pitched the show. But I'm just like, I would have watched the SWV show.
I wouldn't have, because it failed. I mean, they weren't talking about none of that. They couldn't. I don't want to watch these people not have their stuff together to get. You can't get along together to get the money.
Well, SWV getting along just fine. It's the project crew that can't get together.
Gosh, I'm out.
Mm-hmm.
I'm out.
It was so bad. L'Oreal, it was so bad, Sunday girl. I was like, look, can we just split the weeks up, have a SWV week and an Xscape week so we'll know when to watch. Like SWV got real normal stuff. Like they talking to their children. One of their babies want to stop dentistry school and sing. The other one, her son want to rap, and she, Lily, she's straight with it. She like, nah, I got your back, but you're gonna have to do this on your own. Just regular stuff going on. Coco got her mama there. She bothering her mama about, girl, you dating and stuff. And Taj with her husband and her child, and her rich husband, honey, the football player, that big man. All these wonderful normal things happening, and then you get over here to the PJs. With the arguing sisters with bad wigs and bad BBLs and mama drama.
I mean, bad.
Just they down bad. They just down bad. The whole thing it's all bad.
The thing seems like it draw down to is Candy want more money than all of them. For some type of reason, she feel like she entitled to so much.
And I don't understand it.
I don't either. Because
now Tamar did eat her up with that, talking about the most non-singing person in the world. I say, oh God.
She did.
Man, I'm with baby girl. Tamar been thinking about that. She been thinking about that. She was waiting on the opportunity to do that, and she did that.
But that's how Tamar is. She gonna go off. And then
but Tamar got a nasty
in her face, she gonna bag up and play like
But you know what though? If we being real, Tamar is a nasty person too now.
Oh yeah, she is.
Tamar is a nasty character. That's why it was funny to me, because I'm like, Candy, you've been nasty a long time, and you done ran into somebody just as nasty as you. And girl, what you gonna do?
Right. I feel like she tried to be sneaky with hers,
Yeah, that's it. She tried to throw them rocks behind her hands.
Yeah.
And you got Tamar, which is just all out in the open nasty.
Loud.
More money said SWV been through drama years ago. They grew up. Exactly. That's true. Miss Jersey Girl had say Nene was correct for calling Candy ghetto. Xscape is embarrassing. Yes, and yes, on both accounts.
That's true.
Mm-hmm.
This the thing though. If Candy want to feel like she was so accomplished, she didn't need their group. She didn't want to talk to none of them no more. How they blamed her for breaking up the group because she was with Jermaine Dupri and all this other stuff. Why go back? I mean, you've wrote all these records. You're a housewife. You got all these businesses, restaurants. Why even pay any mind? Why don't you go back in the studio and write somebody else a hit record? And just get, because you're going to get more money anyway, getting them writing credits. Then going back to something that you ain't got no credit on. Singing the same stuff over and over. I wouldn't be bothered with them. So since she's so accomplished, she's going to come back. She needs to get paid more than everybody else. Then stay home.
Child.
I would have let Tasha have it, honey. You want to sing leads? Do that run. Go ahead. I would have let her have it. That would have
been silly. Talking about legs, hips, and body was a hit. She deserved more money. None of them sang from the bottom of their gut like Candy. LEL, I know you being sarcastic and you crazy, and I am not playing with you tonight. It's too late in the night for your foolishness. Don't start with me. That Key Marie say non-singing and got a bigger bag than the ones that can sing. Right, because she didn't get her bag from singing. So when you're actually singing, stop trying to get a bigger bag as though you can actually sing. See how that works?
That point.
You got your money from writing. So if you go write, you're naturally going to get a bigger bag because you are a writer. You are not a singer. Like, you get your money writing. You don't get your money singing like that because you can't sing. If you could, your solo album would have went through the roof. Stop it.
That girl.
Yes, Money. Look what Mo Money say, L'Oreal.
What she say?
Mona Scott real messy, and Carlos is messy queen. Yup.
Mama need to hang it up. I feel like her decade is past.
You know what? Why you gotta do old nasty Mona like that? I can't stand Mona, but you show
bad for me. It's old. It's old. She need to let it go.
Child, my friend that be on the phone, she would not talk in the chat. She be texting me. She said, but when Nene was asking for more based on her fan base, she was wrong, which was actually relevant because it was a TV show. And she said, Candy meet Karma. Yeah. That's right, Candy.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I want Xscape to escape from our TV screens and never be captured again. This was a nightmare.
I wouldn't have been nowhere with them. Honestly. I wouldn't have been nowhere with them. Tiny Lisa. I don't know what the hell she thinking.
I don't. Because see, like on the show, Tiny kept it real, but Tiny actually, if we're gonna be honest, Tiny is way more of a real person than Candy.
Oh yeah.
Tiny said it herself. Like they weren't really making no money like that with Xscape. She said they didn't see no real money until her and Candy wrote No Scrubs, even though Candy be trying to front for the like longest she tried to front. Like she the only one wrote No Scrubs, and it was her and Tiny that wrote No Scrubs. But like Candy, like Tiny said, they didn't see no real money until then. So it's like, stop pretending like you a singer like that, girl. You didn't even get no real money to No Scrubs, according to your good friend. And why would she lie? That's right.
That's why I said they money is only in the touring. Cause what new deal y'all got? They got a new deal,
girl.
Exactly.
Right after I get a deal, hold on, Sid. Right after I get a deal to be a model for Victoria's Secretions.
But they can't get it together to get on tour to get a bag.
Yeah, it's gonna be the same time.
Other than the reality show.
L'Oreal, they gonna get a deal the same time that Victoria's Secretions reach out to me and say, look, we got a middle-aged mama collection. And this
I could see them doing a reality show if they got their stuff together. And they was dropping a new album and got a deal. These people ain't dropping nothing new. They singing this same. I mean, they could have made their own album. They could have went independent. Big Money Candy could have fronted the album.
Did you call her Big Money Candy?
Big Money Candy. She got her own studio. She write all the records. She got producers.
You know how much money it take to put it out, and it's like an independent project. Candy's not finna spend that.
She could have got a distribution deal, and
Candy don't like to pay people now. Come on now, you know that. Stop that.
She could just got a distribution. I'm just saying, but yeah, all that money for that marketing and promoting. But that's where the Bravo come in. I can see if you maximized it that way. Y'all ain't got nothing new to drop to get nobody.
I done told you how to go. Listen, that's when the deal come. When Victoria's Secretions call me, I'm gonna tell them I'm not hitting the runway list. Come out there and sing. When they get the lingerie that like put polka dots over our cellulite, so it look like we wearing polka dots and it's like camouflage your cellulite. Then that's when they gonna get their deal.
This the thing though. I could see SWV because they really had some songs, but they wasn't no household name like that. Like they wasn't no.
Thank you.
They wasn't no super power girl group. Like I'm excited. I'm fanning out. It's not that moment. It's not that I wasn't even interested in. I ain't watched now episode. I'm telling you right now. I just been seeing these episodes every single blog, every single day.
Sis, I gotta ask you this because this is what I think, and I gotta know if I'm tripping. Now, am I tripping, or do it kind of seem like Candy be trying to rewrite history and pretend like Xscape was a bigger group than it was?
Yes, and it was nice. It was nice. They only got 5 hits on my. I mean, a handful of hits. It
Oh,
was.
Lord. They got 5. Girl, you heard what I said the other night. They got 5 songs in
Secret. They had just
5
kicking it.
songs. They had 5 songs and a pocket full of dreams. That's what
I don't
they
even
had.
think it was 5. What's another one, y'all? In the chat, what was the songs, y'all? What was that? What would it hit?
Somebody give me them 5 songs in the chat. Don't do me like that. But I believe it was 5. In my spirit, I want to believe it was 5 now. Don't leave me hanging. What was the 5 songs?
I just kicking it and you're my little secret. What's another one,
No,
y'all?
it was
Ain't that?
hold on. No, I'm gonna think of the other one. Hell. Where is Gabor when you need him? Because me and him was talking the other night. We came up with at least 4 or 5 of them. Now, they existed. The songs existed.
I don't know. I'm going to have to Google that one. The only 2 in my mind. But see, that's the thing, though. The only 2 that come straight to my mind. Because they was not no superpower fan out moment group. They wasn't.
Okay, Mika say understanding. You forgot understanding.
Okay, understanding. Yeah, what I mean is understanding.
You forgot.
Who can I run to? Okay, that's 4. That's 4. Come through in the club.
It's one more. It's one more. I know it's one more. Something else.
What was the one to run to the arms to the one who loves you?
There you go. That's the 4th. That's the 5th one right there.
Okay,
there
5.
You go.
Jeez. Heck, that's one album.
Yo, listen. Let me tell you something. L'Oreal, my friend on the phone talking about this crazy girl talking about
California Cutie that came with it. Keep on, keeping on. Hey.
Ain't nobody even remember that.
Was that MC Light song or was that hers? I think that was MC Light song.
I don't know.
I think that was on the soundtrack.
But it ain't even memorable. We talking about the hit.
I think it was on the soundtrack of a movie or something.
Listen, L'Oreal, my friend girl on the phone say, sitting on the dock of the bay and swing low, sweet cherry. I don't have time for y'all. Listen, first of the year, I'm changing my color. I don't have time for y'all foolishness.
Baby, that's what I'm saying, though. You causing all this commotion. And
we up here doing this.
She's trying to rewrite history like they the Beatles or something. It's supposed to be
standing
out. Michael Jackson coming back. Girl, go sit down.
L'Oreal, we sitting up here studying hard like we finna sit for the SATs trying to come up with 5 songs.
Ooh, no, ma'am. No, ma'am. No, ma'am.
Hey.
If that's the case, give Brandy or somebody during reality show. Somebody we might be excited to see again. I mean, just something.
More money stay. Now, I don't know.
They hold on, more money top of the world like that.
Wait. More Money say they got a song called Tonight. Now I don't know what that is.
That was like their first song. They sing a cappella. That's why that song. That's the reason why I said Tiny Mike got more chops because she ain't got to do all them fanatics, but she could sing. I said, okay, Tiny. When she sing that song, but.
Girl, did you see that episode Sunday can't Tiny up there trying to show them churn the just kicking it dance with them rocks in her booty? Girl, I like it. I said, oh, Tiny. Come on back, Tiny. Don't do that.
Come all the way back.
Come on back, Tiny.
Yeah.
You know how she. Hey, the kids was in there with Tip. This how you do it. Kick off your shoes and relax your feet. Party on down to the Xscape beat. Just kick it. I'm like, all right, Tiny. Her voice tickled me. Now, Tiny don't really irritate my nerves that bad. And I don't know why. I'm going to just tell you the truth. I do not know why. Tiny don't irk my nerves that bad. Her voice is funny, though.
Yeah. I like Tiny. Tiny is a real person.
Yeah, she got more sense than the rest of them. I see that. She got way more sense than the rest of them. And she don't really bother me. I can't stand them Scott sisters though. Y'all can have both of them heifers. I swear, put them in a box and ship them somewhere. Y'all can have them. But that gum Tammy.
And
Boy,
whatever the beef they got going, bear some money, honey, they should keep that in their asshole. We
I'm
don't care.
sick of them.
We don't care.
Like at this point, put the mama in the group and get rid of both of them.
I'm saying.
Bring the mama in with that non-missionary wig. I still say, that wig is not that wig ain't church approved that the mama wear. That's the wig that you wear to the Legion Hall. That is not a church approved wig. But I'm gonna leave it alone because then they're gonna say I'm beefing with wigs again. So it is what it is. But they could put both of them Scott sisters out and put their mama in, get her wig that's more, conducive. And I think that'll be a better move.
The thing for me with the Scott sisters is they claim that, their daddy was such a great artist and toured and was on the circuit and all this. Okay, well, so y'all come from a musical family. Y'all been doing this all the way since y'all grew up. Run with it. What do y'all need the group for? Y'all come begging back for the group to get together every single time. To me, I don't know about Tasha, but that other one do.
Who, Tamika?
Tamika, she tried to stay close, and she really tried to stay close to Tiny. You see her daughter and stuff was in the other girl group they had. Yeah. I said, she tried to
and
stick.
Yes, Bianca, I said the Legion Hall. The Scott, some Scott sisters, Mama Scott, that wig is for the Legion Hall. I know she done been to the Ambet, the Lions Club, the Shriners, the Legion Hall. She done been to all of them with that wig. That wig was late to church on Sunday.
And that's what they got be performing in.
That wig showed up the Sunday service after the offering was took up. That's one of them wigs.
She said the wig can't be sanctioned nor sanctified.
That wig ain't saved. That wig is not saved. And I'm going to go on record and say that. That wig is not saved. Don D said, I thought her wig was for church barbecue that sell plates. No, she cannot. She can't be on the kitchen committee with that wig. No. I'm telling you, that's a juke joint wig. That is not no church wig. Mo say, I'm the 5th member and my wig is the 6th.
Baby.
More money is out here. More money. I didn't tell you I wanted to burn no calories laughing tonight. Don't start. I'm gonna send you to the corner. DT say that wig was a better cook than the OLG ladies. Wait, the wig was job cooking. I'm through. Charlene say more money. How Tiny have no time for nonsense, but she married T.I. That heifer has all the time in the world. Just said, you ain't right. You ain't lying. T.I. is a lot of nonsense. He really is.
He looks so bad these days. I can't even look at him.
Look here, no disrespect, Mr. Harris, because we know Mr. Harris, don't mind breaking the law. No disrespect, Mr. Harris. I don't want no smoke now. Mo say we started it, but Mo, you saw our foolishness and you raised it because you said she was the 5th member and the wig was the 6th. You put it out there better than I could. Did that? Bianca say that wig ain't saved. That wig ain't saved. No, that wig is not saved. It's not. It's not. I grew up in the church. I know what saved wigs look like. That wig ain't on the motherboard. It ain't on the pastor's aid committee. That wig ain't on the kitchen committee. That wig ain't in the mission society. I don't know where that. I'm telling you, that's that wig that come to church late after the offering done been took up.
Oh, I'm with Tamar though. That heifer cannot sing, and that's the end of
it. But I just feel like Tamar was being extra messy with that. Tamar was being extra messy, and that's why I said Tamar was mad because of how Candy ran up on her because of what she said about the dispute between her and Carlos. And I guess she knew she was wrong. Her feelings. She felt,
but Tamar knew she was wrong because she inboxed her and said heads up about the little interview, and she answered the question. But she really wasn't
wrong. She gave her opinion.
She gave her opinion, but
that's not wrong. She gave her heads up as a friend. Right. She gave her heads up as a friend that she took his side. Now, however you felt about that Candy was offended and she said something to you, okay, that's fine. That's fine. But
But you know,
that
Candy
girl,
can't take nothing.
yeah, she can't stand for nobody to disagree with her mess.
Yeah,
But
period.
Tamar, and I get that. You know, I'm definitely not a Candy fan. But if I'm gonna tell the truth, Tamar took that incident and she tucked it in her back pocket. And I feel like Tamar laid in wait and said, the first chance I get, I'm gonna show you something. And that's what she did too. I believe that's what happens, sis. Now, if I'm wrong, you tell me. But that's what it looked like.
She did.
Lord, look,
And I'm gonna tell you this, it
look at
worked. Because even though all this stuff was in the blogs about they show and how it's been going on the SWV show, Tamar stole that thunder. I kind of want to go see you, honey. What is the Queens? What they calling it? The Queens Court? What is that about?
yeah.
Yeah, they're
You're
talking
not
about
finna watch it.
Tamar so much.
Look
Now I
at
want to go see
look at
what
this
Tamar doing.
foolishness. No, look at your Kim people. Don D talking about, so do the wig know what happened to the 30K? More money up in here talking about the
The
30K.
30K is under the wig.
Look, hold on,
That's
look what
what
Charlene
it
say. That wig is the demon. But look, Charlene say that wig is the demon in the pulpit.
said.
See,
Ooh.
y'all gonna start a beef between me and the wig, then y'all gonna say I'm the one beefing with the wig.
Oh, honey, it's
So that's
killing me that they filing there still crying
the
about
issue.
$30,000. They ain't got no money, none.
But this is the thing. This the thing. Hey, Amy, this the thing. But see, they framed me up last time, L'Oreal. I don't think you was here. See, when everything went down with Potomac with Sharice Wig, okay? Now I'll admit, I feel like it's possible that I started with that wig. I feel like I could have started it, but I personally felt like the wig offended me first, okay? And I was simply retaliating, you know. And then cousin Rashika was on the porch, and me and her both was, roasting the wig because the wig really had offended us first. And so then it started looking like I was just beefing with the wig. And so you my witness tonight. Now all I did was state that this was not a saved wig, and you see them roasting the wig in the chat. Now when they get flipped back later and they say that I just picked the fight with the wig, you my witness that I did not pick a fight with that wig. This Mo Money and Don D them with this. And DT, they the ones. It ain't me. Look at this. They made the wig out of a horse worth $30,000. See, yeah. All y'all, you DT Mo Money. What was that shirt? With who else was in on this? Let me go back and take roll because I just wanted on record who all had something to do with this. Yeah, Charlene too. Mm-hmm. That's all y'all. L'Oreal is my witness. I did not start with the wig.
Baby, they ain't got no money, Lord. Help them. The mama was right, though. Did they say she called the customer and told them don't be...
But see, this is my thing with this, right? If their money was bad, you're not gonna tell me your money bad, but you was cool on letting $30,000 go and you snuck and paid taxes on it. If you don't get away from me telling them lies, I'm so sick of them heifers. I can't stand neither one of them. I swear. Hey
Right,
DS.
which one is it? Did you have some money or no?
Yeah,
They
because
just
how the hell
kind of
did you
had something
sneak
to
and pay
argue about.
taxes on 30? Who the hell sneak and pay taxes on $30,000? I'm like, listen, I swear I swear for M&Ms. I can't stand neither one of them girls. I can't. I can't.
Oh, Lord. They ain't nothing to look at. They need to
I'm
go
telling
somewhere and sit down. But yeah, that gospel song took me out when I saw that little commercial.
girl, well, where you see the commercial at, L'Oreal? I want to see the commercial.
I saw somewhere, and it could somewhere. Was it Instagram?
Okay,
She
I
got
guess
on
I
a
have
little
to.
dress like she in heaven singing.
Oh
The
hell,
little
she
promo
don't even
commercial.
know she gonna make it to heaven.
She not gonna make it to heaven singing sexy songs like that.
Yeah, ain't no sex in heaven. Ain't no sexy angels. Ain't no sexy saints.
It was sexy. I said, kind of gospel album this gonna be. Mr.
Maybe this
Moore.
is maybe this is the album that's like do everything opposite of what she doing to make it to heaven. Like, what is the gag?
Honey, she could make it in the R&B world. Them gospel girls sing circles around her, honey, and tell her to get straightened up and get herself together.
Mo, she talking about Tocha Scott got the sexy gospel. And that's nasty. I don't even know if I want to see that. And I was just talking about how she was singing when they told her to sing in there at the meeting at the label, and that didn't sound like no gospel music. How you trying to get a deal on the gospel album and you singing, juke music? I was confused. I was like, okay, here she go with them runs again.
Yep, she just going in there going for anything. And they let her put a project together, sound like anything to me.
Child, they let her she signed that contract with Motown Gospel back in January. She got that deal, and I'm trying to figure out how you give her a gospel record deal, and this girl, she sound like she ain't in the church yet.
She ain't. Shoot, and her husband show like he in the street.
Maybe he want to be the new deacon on the block. Some of them deacons do dirty things.
Oh yeah, I know it.
I done heard about a few of them now. I know some of them.
My uncle was a deacon. Got 5-6 children around him.
I mean, it's good deacons and bad deacons, but I'm just saying.
He might have been straightened up by the time he was a deacon, though. I ain't gonna lie. I don't know. Might not have been.
Girl, I'm just saying, because something funny with that. The men in the church do some strange things. I had a good friend of mine. I ain't gonna say no names in case she watch it, because she's still my friend and I love her, and I know she wouldn't mind me saying what happened, so I'm gonna say it. So she was married and in the church, and he was a dude kind of acted like Tasha's husband, and she had a friend that she would let come by the house and stuff, and right, more money, sleeping with the devil, and right, Bianca, tell them to hit the like button. And so anyway, the girl started going to the same church they go to, and she would let the girl come over for holidays and stuff like that, and really treated her like family. My friend had a couple of group homes. She taught this heifer how to open up her group home so she could get her own money on too, and everything else like that. And when she be over there late, she didn't think nothing of it. Tell him, hey, go run my friend home. Child, next thing you know, that heifer went to sleeping with her husband. Well, she didn't know it, and say that they would be in church and she wouldn't sit with them, because she started knowing people at the church too. And so she would sit away from them and say one of the older ladies at the church is the first one that hipped her to it and was like, girl, that girl right there supposed to be your friend. She said, yes, ma'am. She say, girl, she either already going with your husband or she want to, because you don't see how she be looking at y'all while y'all in church service. Girl, sure enough, she was going with that man. And as soon as my friend put that man out, she took that man in and went to giving him money, doing all type of stuff. And the man ended up leaving her too in the long run. But I said all that to say, I done seen men act like Tasha's husband before. I done seen it before. That's why I say all this, he all in everything. He controlling her. He ain't controlling her. He ain't studying her. He hype her up, make her feel good about herself, and I believe he be out there in them streets dipping and dapping. Now that's what I think.
Oh yeah.
I don't know that. I ain't talking about nobody's husband. Like, I don't know what he do, but I'm just saying it's giving me that vibe.
He milking her. He did that to get total control. That's all that was about.
I don't think he controlling her. I don't.
I think as far as her career, he's there for the money to see how he can book her and stuff. He ain't studying her. You're right.
Yeah, but he ain't studying her. He ain't
if you didn't stroke that thing and grab her up and claim her, she get
that's all he gotta do.
Another man gonna get in y'all business.
But this the thing. All he want to do every now and then, he gonna rub across her little ashy leg and make her feel like he care about her. And next thing you know, if she ever make more than $20, he gonna do her just like Kevin did Wendy Williams. Watch.
That's right.
He gonna take that girl money and have a whole nother family living off of her goddamn money. Watch and see.
Got one now. Shoot. Child.
He ain't got her. That was just somebody he was messing with, and everybody keep talking about it like it's supposed to be some kind of championship. I ain't never seen people so excited to see a side hoe.
It really was old tea. I think, like you said, it just bringing that mess back up because it was old. And the way
Yeah,
the
it's
girl came
old.
at it, it seemed like she was telling a story. You
It
know,
sure did, and I believe she's still telling stories. The only thing I think true is that she was hunching on that man. Now I believe that was true.
I believe that part too. But she
Hmm.
exaggerated a lot with her story to where it didn't make
Yep,
her credible. You know, she
that's
just
right.
came out and said the truth on it, on the matter, and went on. But she was real extra.
Yeah, that's all. That's all it was. That look at DT talking about Tadrika Sunrise. Lord, hey DT.
A Todrick
Hi.
sunrise. This night,
That's my
Hi. How you
baby, check
doing?
them out.
Drika.
Todrika.
Drika.
Baby, this red hair giving legs and hips and body.
Now, is it me, or was that like a mix? Was that song like a mix of a Negro spiritual and a booty song? It's like I'm going. It's like
I don't
you
know, but it
twerking.
came from the number one writer in the world.
Listen, that song was a mix between a Negro spiritual and a booty song. This is what they was playing if you wanted to twerk on the Underground Railroad instead of swing low,
Baby, it was everything. The
hip,
beat was
and
retarded.
body. Look here, I guess no, that's one of them songs you could twerk to that in the cotton field. Like what?
You ain't
God dang, boy. That's got to be the most depressing booty song I ever heard in my life. Oh
lying.
yeah.
It's them
Let me
old
silly.
old drums in it for me too. Them drums.
I'm telling you, it was straight Negro spiritual. Negro spiritual booty music. GT,
Ooh.
what you talking about? Let me quit playing. I done got tired. Y'all, if y'all don't know, when I get tired, I be talking crazy. DT, what you know good? DT had to go after he showed us Tadrika Sunrise. I'm through.
Yeah, show us Todrica, honey. That red hair. Giving Candy Run for her money. I
Yes,
wouldn't be surprised. I wouldn't be surprised. You know what it
now.
is. You know what it is. Ooh. I would have bopped him on top of his head.
Okay, DT say got to grab dinner and come back.
Little
DT,
bitty self. Move. Tamar knows she should have bopped him.
listen, I wouldn't even know what to do. First of all, if I got to bend down to fight you, I'm gonna hurt you. I got a bad back. If you make me bend down there at you, see what happens. Charlie say, Lord, DT is on the line. Everybody get out the corners because DT will be going to all just a miss. DT is something else, child. Most say I'm gonna just stay in the corner. That's you know what? That's a good decision because y'all been cutting up all night.
Baby. That's a hot mess.
I just
Mm.
can't get over it. I just don't
So
know
how
how
do you
to.
feel about Tamar saying her new man checked Todrica?
I don't believe her. I believe them men had a conversation and everything was calm and good, and they both probably was like, "Child, both our wives was tripping," and they went on about their business. Like I really don't believe all that went on like that. I think Tamar is putting 20 on 10 because that
Yeah,
picture she showed, them men was real calm. Ain't nobody checking nobody that calm.
at all.
Lord, my friend talking about the Harriet Shuffle, the underground two-step twerking the freedom. Yes. Oh, yes.
That's a hot mess. Oh,
Listen,
I'll
that's
tell you who need they show out of the campus. Aunt Bertha. She the only one I really love.
who need to know.
Hey, what's her name? Bertha. The one that said, I believe Todd came to you to bring you the bush. Yeah. Bertha needed her show back then. They still ain't gave Bertha her show. She the only one need a show. I would rather see the Bertha. I don't know if I want to see Mama Joyce. She gonna keep up a lot of mess.
I love Mama Joyce.
But I'll let
Ain't
people
nobody
have
tell
their
me
own
nothing about
show
Joyce. Joyce my
versus
girl.
the restaurant show. They should just had the anus on there.
I like the aunties too.
That would have been a good show. To me, they dropped the ball trying to bring in the staff and all that crap. We don't want to see that.
Child.
They thought they was gonna be like Roundup with a little show. That's what they was trying to do with the restaurant show, and it flopped.
Mm-hmm.
It's a mess. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know if I would have even gave them the show. Both of y'all flopped y'all own shows.
Well, we can't even say that because SWV did have multiple seasons. Candy and them had one season, and to get the hell out of here.
It was a flop.
They had more than one season.
Yeah.
Now that's what I'm gonna say to that. They had more than one season. Lord, Miss Nisa say their food was nasty and dirty. Everybody been saying
it.
Girl, did you see that girl that went in there and took her phone and was recording, and they showed them dirty tables, the floors was dirty, the ice water they brought had trash in it? I said, I'd have been fighting.
Me too.
Cause you just not finna give me no food poisoning and dirt. Don't you do that.
Sure gonna have food poisoning.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, SWV had more than one season. I don't know what was going on with the Xscape. They just depressing. Gerard say, I thought they was trying to be like Sweetie Pies. Knowing Candy, they probably was trying to be like Sweetie Pie.
They should have been like Sweetie Pie if they had the anus on there. They just barely had them on there.
Yeah, because she was trying to do something else. She was trying to do something that didn't make no sense. You should have. She
trying
brought
to make them stab stars, and they ain't no stars.
She brought them little old ladies on there. They'd have still been on the air right now. Them little old ladies is funny and cute.
Exactly.
And we like them little old ladies.
People got to realize this, though.
But they were so cute.
They cute. And that's why Medea is so successful. It's not only because they our culture, the black people like Medea. The white folks love Medea.
Well, them people is obsessed with everything about us, so that's not impressive.
But this is the thing, though. They the majority.
Yeah.
When you go to these concerts,
everything about
when you go to a concert and who buying records, guess who buying them?
Oh, I know.
But this is my thing.
Just like I said about Joyce. Well, just like I said about Joyce, I love Joyce. Can't nobody tell me nothing about Joyce. Joyce, my girl. Even though her wig be kind of scary sometimes, I love Joyce.
She would have kept the fire.
Yes, sir.
And Bertha to me is like the no nonsense.
I love Bertha.
And the other one's Sweet. They was just the perfect. The three of them. Bertha would have been telling them to clean that mess up. They should have been having Bertha on there. I don't know what they was thinking. Drika had something to do with that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, definitely. That was Drika mess. Because Drika always been very jealous of Candy's relationship with her mama.
Right. And see, Mama Joyce don't really like Drika. Exactly.
So Drika full of crap. That's why.
Mm-hmm.
And Drika been full of crap.
Yep. She didn't have no business, baby. Oh, I don't know. Why are you dating the staff, Candy?
Listen, Fallon left her whole husband for the help.
For the help. Oh Lord. She's so dumb.
Look at Dundee. Girl, look at this. He say, would y'all watch a girl's trip with mamas like Joyce, her sisters, Hot Dog Man, Mama, and Mama Dot? I would.
I would too.
I don't want Dennis Mama though, because her wig really offends me. Gina wig offends me.
I don't like the Hot Dog Man, Mama. Yeah, I don't like her.
That's Gina. That's the Scarecrow. I call her and him Scarecrow and Mrs. Kane. Because that Scarecrow wig she got that look like dried out straw that she sit up on top of her head, that's how you know Gina's evil. It take an evil woman to wear drag.
I'm gonna tell you who she looked like to me. Did you ever watch The Little Women?
Uh-uh.
There's some twins on there that they bought on there.
She looked
She
like what
looked
I
just
call
like them.
She looked like the scarecrow off the Wiz. That's why I call her. That's why I call her and Dennis Scarecrow and Mr. Kane, because she looked like that scarecrow.
Mama Gina was doing too much. I ain't like her.
With her evil self. That's a lying, trifling, no good hooker.
Even when she held the baby, it looked like I didn't trust it. I said, she don't even really like that baby. That's her grandbaby. She don't like that baby.
She don't. Just let the baby go. The baby would be better off without her. That poor baby was probably traumatized every time she had to look up and see that thing. Every day is Halloween with Gina.
Woo! What's the update with Shamia and her baby?
Ain't no update. She's still with her husband.
No, I'm talking about the new baby. The baby had came early, last I heard.
Oh,
the one she had with the surrogate.
Well, they didn't say the baby was dead, so I'm sure the baby fine.
Oh, okay. I'm just saying, they didn't update that. I know they were asking for prayers, and the baby was in the hospital, and I ain't heard nothing else.
Yeah, you know people be being dramatic. That baby fine.
Yeah.
Lord, that Key Marie said the wig. Yes, the wig offends me. Gina's wig offends me. When I first saw her, I knew she was evil because I saw that wig.
So what you feel about them all using the same surrogate?
I mean, what is there to feel about it? That lady making her money. If she don't mind being an incubator, incubate.
I don't know if I would want the same surrogate as my friend.
What difference do it make?
I don't know. It's already weird.
That's what I'm saying. If it don't make no difference, like what's the point of that? I don't know. I'm not sentimental like that. Like I don't care about little stuff like that. If the lady's healthy, is not hurting her body. They got Dr. Jackie as they GYN Dr. Jackie. I may not like her, but she's a good doctor. She knows what she's doing. She's professional. The surrogate is professional. And she has a reputation, so everybody knows she ain't gonna pull no double cross and try to steal your child. So why not? Like I don't understand that. Because some of them surrogates turn into problems. And this lady, she ain't no problem because everybody know her.
Yeah.
So why wouldn't you?
I got a classmate that was surrogate for a white family, had her whole white little baby.
Well, bless her heart. I didn't want to have the children I had. I ain't having no extras from nobody.
I know her. And she married with 2 children of her own.
That's good, but being a surrogate is very good money.
Got to be. For your husband to sit up there and give it.
I know somebody who do it personally. Like that's big money. So I'm not knocking nobody, but my uterus could never be for rent. I can't rent you no space in there.
Right. I know why. I agree. I don't know why, because I mean it's risk to everything there.
No, but I'm just saying I can't rent you no space. It ain't got nothing to do with no risk. Pregnancy is miserable. Now once you have
the baby, risk. You see, the lady just had the baby early because she got
breast
cancer.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, shit.
That's cancer. My thing is this right here. And right, Charlene, some people like being pregnant. I just said my uterus ain't for rent. Now, once you have the baby, I'll babysit for you. I don't mind watching children, but I can't hold your children in utero. Now, you get the baby here first, and if you say, Auntie, can you watch the baby? Sure.
I just felt the way because they was talking about the way Shamia
just make sure the diaper bag is clean and you got to
she said the lady had cancer and the baby was born yesterday, and then they ain't said nothing else about the surrogate, but everybody used the surrogate. And what about her?
But that's not everybody's business. That's a full-grown woman, and y'all don't know whether she want her business out there or not.
I said, I ain't know how she
that lady is a professional, and she's discreet, and that's why people don't mind using her. She don't want everybody in her business. She protecting her money. She ain't supposed to be reckless with her money because niggas want to know her business. Excuse my language, but I mean, come on.
I don't want to know. I just thought that was it wasn't tasteful for me for her to be saying that shit in the baby shower. She could have kept it all together.
And the lady probably told her she could, so she said
it. Shit. I said, damn, you just gonna say that in a whole announcement? Are we supposed to be happy about the lady have cancer in the baby?
I'm sure the lady gave her permission to say that. So she said what she had permission to say, and she didn't say nothing she didn't have permission to say. That's right, Bianca. I love the Wiz too. I know every song on there.
Whoa, shit. You tell the right there, not your twins, mama. Because you talking about pain.
Way, be
That's
a lion.
Having to dry that milk up.
More money say that darn Fallon just get with men to have babies and then she leave. Yeah, she just dropping babies like my mama say, like old Jip Dog, just dropping babies.
But here's the thing with her. He knew that when he got her.
Not your twins mama say, I couldn't imagine being a surrogate and having to deal with your milk coming in and then dry up process. My goodness. Yeah, that's why I say I can't do it. But if y'all go have the babies and you live close, I'll watch them for you. Like, that's what I can do. That's all I can offer.
That's a lot of pain.
If y'all want to go juking or something, I'll watch the babies. That's what I can do. That's all I have to offer. I will spoil them.
Nice for some people who really can't have kids. I think it's nice.
Of course. I'm just saying it's cool. I'm just saying what I can do. I can watch children. I'm good at watching children. Now, hell, I had my own. Didn't want to have them. I wish somebody could have had them for me. But once you get them here, if you close to me, I'll watch them. No matter how big they get, I'll watch them. Now, baby having is not my ministry now, okay?
So is the Queen's Court where Tamar meet this new man? Or she already
had I have no idea because I'm never watching that corny looking show. She on there with Nivea crazy behind and Evelyn Hozada. Why would I watch that?
Oh, Evelyn on there?
Evelyn, Hozada, Nivea, and Tamar. Now that's nothing that I'm about to watch. I'm never doing it.
How did they put Nivea together with them?
Child.
Lord.
I don't know. The Tide Crew. The Tide Crew. More money say I ain't want to carry my own. I ain't carrying nobody else's child. Me neither. Now, like I say, you could drop them off. Just make sure. My only rule with that, I hate a dirty diaper bag, and I hate for girls to bring them babies, and you ain't bring enough extra sets of clothes, extra bibs, plenty diapers, and bring their body washing stuff. And if it's too late, just leave them there in the morning. Don't be taking them out in that night air. That's all I ask.
That's right.
Now, if you can do that, I can watch the churn for you, but that's all I can do. And I am old school, and I will go off about them children not having enough clothes and that diaper bag being dirty. I will talk about you to you. Hey, DT.
Hi, L'Oreal. Hi, Seanitra.
Now, give me what you got for a poke chop. What you got to say about all this mess?
Oh, gosh. First of all, I'm not watching Tamar looking tired and Nivea and Evelyn Hozada. I'm sorry, I'm not watching them three together. I'm just gonna fall asleep within the first 5 seconds of the show.
Right.
And I actually kind of believe Tamar in a way in regards to the interactions with her and Cheesy Coochie Candy. But I think, I don't know, like you had mentioned, we've got two of the biggest liars. We've got Cheesy Coochie Candy and Tamar the Famar, So I'm just like, I don't know who to believe.
It's
but
true.
One thing we all know is that Saldrinka will always stand by her man. Stand by your man.
Yep.
So
definitely stand by your man stuff.
Yeah, and no, I'm only interested in watching the SWV show. I don't know what the other ladies. I'm sorry, I'm sick of seeing Latako and Tomiko.
See, but this is the thing. I had no idea about it. I didn't know it existed. I didn't know a thing.
Me either.
Until she got into it, but then we can't.
Well, I'm not gonna say I can't take it that far. I found out about that show when her and Evelyn Hozada went to announce that they was engaged to them men. That's when I found out about that little sad looking show.
Oh, they both found love like that?
Yeah, so Tamar's engaged to that clear man, and I
Yeah.
can't remember what his name is. And Evelyn Hosada is engaged to some. What? Wait, how many engagements has Evelyn Hosada had?
A million.
Yeah.
So this
She
is the
had
thing. Are they bringing millionaires to the show? Or are they dating?
hell no. But no. Evelyn Hosada done had a bunch of engagements and ain't nobody closed the deal. It's always she engaged and then she's a baby mama again. So this fella better be careful. Like he better go in
Yeah,
with
because
a hazmat suit. Because if not, he gonna be the next baby daddy. Watch.
yeah, I think they might have some PPE gear for her. Just just to prepare himself for Evelyn Hosada. Because I was trying to figure out. I was like, is this man number 3,455, or is this man number 5,599, or is this five? Was this man number 10,444?
She need to go and settle down because look, she's starting to look.
Well, well, the thing about you think about the men in the soccer. Well, you could also say the rugby men. I don't know if Evelyn Hosada has dated a man that played rugby.
Mm-hmm.
Because they're talking. Because that I was just going to say because those soccer men can't even hold up her backside. The backside that looks like it was looks like you got two rocks that they just got from the river and then just surgically put inside her behind.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know if those soccer men, because you've seen how skinny the soccer men are. So, I don't know if they can actually hold up that behind, or the rocks will, break their hands.
Yeah.
Not that they need hands, but few.
Yeah, we know she was married to Tocha Scott. What was that? 2 months?
Yeah, that was only 2 months. So.
Yeah, she could have got that involved.
Yeah, they were married from July to September. From July 4th, 2012 to September 19th, 2012. So from July to September.
And wasn't it a big wedding as well?
I don't know, child.
I don't know. I'm trying to think of her sister name. It took me a long time to figure out that was a sister. Shade Ochocinco. She was on the Hollywood thing.
So what else were we talking about? We were talking about the SWV show, Todrica and Candyman, and
Selena Johnson. That's who it is.
Yeah. I don't know about that one.
Yeah, okay, so I didn't know all this. So the show got to be some type of fake. How they both get engaged?
Well, that's the thing, because Nivea hasn't revealed anything. So, Tamar's clear man, proposed to her at the final, apparently. And so did, and then Evelyn Hosada's one proposed to her in private. And Nivea, well, we don't know what happened with her and whichever man she chose. Because
apparently they ended their marriage after 41 days.
Wow.
41 days.
Jesus.
Imagine being 41 days married.
Yeah. That's dirty. My friend on my phone talking about they didn't even make it to the 21st of September. Girl, that's what was on my mind. Do you remember the 21st of
September?
Yeah, by the 19th it was over.
Oh, okay.
Nivea said she chose herself, right? Nobody going to
self-love.
Okay.
But she wasn't able to get a baby out of Chad. She got a baby out of Carl Crawford and the man that was for the other man. But Chad was like, nope, no Skeletor, no baby for you.
That other man, she didn't get no baby for. She had a baby when she was a
No.
teenager with some nobody, I believe. Then
Was
she
it
got a
Nivea or
pro
Evil and
football,
Hosada?
pro basketball player. She was with him for a long time.
But she ain't getting no baby. But then
She didn't get no
she got
baby.
one out of Carl Crawford, stupid tail.
Yeah, she got
That's
in.
why he was running around trying to find a way to take Megan money to pay for that baby with Evelyn Hosada. Megan said, nope, swipe or no swiping.
Mm-hmm.
I wasn't mad at her either because I know I'd have told him swipe or no swiping.
Mm-hmm.
They said the family was trying to get custody of that baby. But this the thing though. You got it. You can't just snatch these children. You got to really prove now.
That something is unfit.
Mm-hmm.
And
Yeah,
I don't think
Exactly.
she's unfit now. I'm
I
not.
don't either.
Yeah. And I just want to ask, what are your thoughts on this new makeover of Todrico?
I love Drika's red hair.
I do too. It's very fitting of candy coated eyes, and it matched the lipstick perfectly.
I feel like it works with his complexion, and I think it looks nicer than Candy be looking.
Eyebrows too.
Yeah, Drika killing it in this picture now. Drika killing it.
Woo! Yeah, I ain't got to do is
Go
take
ahead,
that bird off. Drink will be ready.
go ahead, Drika girl.
Because she has to make Todrico needs to make sure that when Candyman comes home that he is ready to lift it all up in the air.
I'm so surprised that Carlos had nothing to say about the
Carlos
acquisition.
did make a statement now. Ain't no Carlos ain't had nothing to say. I don't know where you was at.
Okay, where was I? What he said?
Carlos said that anybody that got his phone number, he ain't finna address on no social media. Now,
Oh, okay.
Carlos said, okay, I say, and
that part.
I said, okay. Well,
Do you think they set this up though?
nope.
To rev with these shows?
Nope. I think Tamar was being messy and waiting to get her lick back.
Yeah, I do agree with Eva when she was saying that, Tamar wanted revenge, and I was like, well, yeah, it makes sense.
Yeah, she was waiting to get her lick back because Candy hurt her feelings getting in her face and doing that rah-rah like she be doing.
Mm-hmm.
And so she waited till her opportunity and she got her back.
Yeah, exactly.
Tamar did that because she had too much time to sit up and think about how she wanted to roast that girl and everything. She did that. Tamar sat there. She couldn't plan them people asking her that question, but she was waiting on somebody to say something, and she was gonna get that girl back, and that's what she did. And I do
questions now. Was the question on Watch What's Happening Live from anonymous caller or what?
No, it was how the people call in on video call. It was two clear girls, and they were on the screen, and they asked her. Yes, ma'am. There wasn't no anonymous. I'm telling you.
It wasn't anonymous, yeah.
Yeah, it wasn't no
anonymous. It wasn't one of the cue cards.
No, it was two.
Nope.
It was two live. It was two live action, real healthy looking clear girls that asked that question.
Going down in the Hall of Fame.
Now that's who asked the question. Now it was two of them sitting side by side.
Got it started.
That's who asked it. That's here you go. Let me be real ignorant. That's who asked it the question.
Baby.
And I'm sitting there like, ooh. They set that they served that up for Tamar, and she was not gonna miss her opportunity. And she tried to let it go, and Andy Cohen messy behind was trying to make her really talk and say it. Now, my son, was it everybody thought it was Eva Marcel? Was it Eva? She said no, it wasn't. I said, oh my.
Well, she's a good can. You better be ready because this is usually the sign that a housewife is on her downfall.
When they start talking about it, I said that's the only Queen show I've been watching. Is All the Queen's Men. That's a good show. I didn't know this show was that good. That's a good show. I like that. I like Eva doing her acting things.
I don't like her either. You know what? I feel bad sometimes because I don't like none of these people. Like they all have these. I'm serious. They all have these really bad character flaws. That's what's so funny to me when people like get in my comments and get in their feelings and start bleeding all through my chat. You know, with the craziness they say.
But this the thing. The show was good.
No.
The acting part is good.
No. Listen to what I'm saying. People literally get in my comments.
Oh, really?
On the replay and on my community tab when I post stuff. DT know I'm telling the truth. And they will sit there and be crying. Oh, you being mean. You don't like so-and-so. I'm like, you sound crazy. I don't like any of these people. These are bad people. These are bad people.
Funny part is,
so it's like when I'm telling what's going
especially
on, but get this, when I'm telling what's going on, it's coming from a standpoint of somebody who ain't got no favorites because I don't like these people.
Well, that's good. That's a good boy. You're not biased.
Their character flaws are are right out there. And I'll be honest, some of them are less likable than others, but these are not likable people. These are not good people. And I'm always shocked when people are like stands, like real stands for these people, like, oh my God, you said something about my favorite. Like, how can you like this person? These people are bad.
Because they don't know them people like that. Like, they just fans of the show.
But my
they're
thing
not
is
looking deep into it.
My favorite ones are the my favorite ones are the sorry, I have to say my favorite ones are the candy stands.
Yes, because the only thing they can ever say is, well, she got some money. I'm like, and what the hell does that have to do with the fact that she's all of these other things that we see? Or are we supposed to pretend like we don't see it because she got some money? Like, to let me know how I'm supposed to play this.
A lot of people are like that, though.
Like, oh, she got some money, so I'm going to pretend she not tacky, trifling, no good, and conniving and manipulative. Like, is that what we're doing?
That's what they're doing. It's a lot of women laid up with a man right now that they can't stand, but he got some money. That's what they do.
L'Oreal, you want to hear the real joke? It's some women laying up with men they can't stand, and he ain't got two nickels to rub together. Now, that's the joke. He got a dime. He broke his Job's turkey. You can't stand him, and you still there just so you can say you got a man. It's a lot of them like that.
Oh yeah, that's sad. That's the sad.
That's why I say I just laugh when people get in my comments and they start getting emotional and bleeding all over the place. Like, if y'all don't leave me alone about these people, I said what I said. That's what I saw. That's the way I see it. Ain't nothing you gonna say gonna change my mind. Once I see something clearly and it makes sense to me, unless you tell me something else that makes sense, you are clearly talking to the wall.
The only one who could ever reach me.
People is crazy though. They're crazy.
Child, how about I had to block somebody the other day? The lady was crazy. She jumped in my comments and literally was like, well, you don't like candy. You need to seek help. I just started laughing.
They like, crazy. They crazy.
I said, no help needed. I helped her to a block button. Like, I'm not finna deal with your psycho. I don't know you and you don't know her.
They big time crazy.
Yeah, nutty.
What's wrong?
Because I'm like, listen, we can all agree, disagree, or whatever, but it should never come down to personal attacks, honey. Not over not over these damaged people on these shows.
Yep.
No. Look, y'all, we done been here over 3 hours, and that is not what this was supposed to be. I just looked up at that clock. I'm like, not 3 hours, 8 minutes, and 22 seconds. The devil is a lie.
Well, Tamar.
Have mercy. Yes,
she did that. She did that though.
I mean, that live was hilarious. I'm not going to lie.
It was hilarious for me.
I was laughing. I was like,
It was funny, but like, would I have done that? No, I wouldn't have
Like I
done
was
that.
trying really hard not to laugh in the middle of work.
I
Well,
wouldn't have done that either. But you know, like you said, she was waiting. She had to be waiting, honey.
She was waiting to do
She was
that.
waiting to do
yeah,
that because she been in the industry long enough to know how to answer questions.
Yeah,
yeah.
Tamar
She
did.
done seen her sister answer questions. Baby Tony would have never.
But
Mhm.
like my friend said on the phone, Candy meet Karma because she did that crap when she was talking to old fine behind Mr. Eddie Levert, and he asked about what group was the hardest to work with, and she go, "Oh, Boys to Men because this, that, and the other," and then Wanye roasted the hell out of. I said, "See there." And I said that then she knew how to answer that question without being messy, but she chose to do that because she always trying to make somebody look bad. And then in blows Tamar. And my friend called them two healthy heifers, but them two healthy clear women asked that question. Candy knew how to. I mean, Tamar knew how to answer that question without being messy. But it was like the same way she tried it with Boys to Men. Tamar tried it with her. The difference was when she tried it
Mhm.
with Boys to Men, Wanye sassy tail roasted the dog piss out Candy. When I say the dog piss. He roasted
I
that girl
remember
so
that.
bad. I said,
Yeah,
Jesus.
Candy didn't even.
It hurt.
Yeah, I remember that.
You remember that? He roasted her so bad it stung me, and I don't even like her. I was like, God dang.
Oh,
I bet to go
she
see
didn't.
that.
She
I
stopped.
was like,
She
Negro,
stopped.
pull up.
Yeah, she stopped being like it after that.
Man, let me tell you something. That thing was terrible. That man sat up there. That's why I got that from, was he said that girl sang baritone. I say,
I thought she
no.
did though.
I said, I
Girl, when
can't
she
stand
when
one
she had
ye.
said she had a song with Joe Levert, I was like, "Somebody never released." I said, "Baby, please don't release it. You trying to?"
Well, she was dating him one time. She was
I
dating
know
her.
it, but don't mess up nothing of Levert's, baby. Keep that between y'all.
But
Everybody was a
it was
woman.
just funny. It was gonna sound like two dudes singing a duet, is what it was gonna
Everybody was a woman.
or a man and his billy goat. But either way,
And I'm that kind of girl, and this is what I tell that
Talking about she
dude.
didn't like this song because it didn't display their abilities. Yeah, it did. Yeah,
yeah,
it
it showed just
displayed
what you could
yours.
do. It sure did. It displayed just what you could do.
Just what you could do. That's it.
It
Mm, 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 mm.
was funny though.
That's a hot mess. Somebody
Now,
talking about they
hold
wish
on.
Janet would show up.
I gotta check on this, y'all. I love 20 Ice. That's my boo. 20 Ice say, did Mariah Carey sue Xscape? Now
What?
seems like I remember something like that.
Yeah, I feel like that happened. That did happen, and I think Mariah won or something like that. Let me
Mm.
recheck. I'm not too sure.
I was just finna tell Google up. Go ahead and get it for me, DT.
Mm-hmm.
Get it for me. Because I was sitting here like, that sound familiar.
Mm-mm.
That show sound familiar.
They could have put Mariah back on too. Anybody. I just don't feel like there was no fan girl. Escape is back on. No
Mm.
ma'am. No ma'am.
I don't know about that. I don't know.
Ugh.
I can't find nothing like that. I really can't find it. So it might have just been a rumor back in the day or something. But I remember hearing something like that way back. Or maybe she was threatening to. Yeah, Nisi, I remember Biggie calling them ugly. I don't know how I would have took that from the likes of Christopher Wallace.
Okay.
But neither one of them ain't got no mouth on them because I would have roasted Biggie down to a size 34 waist. When I got through, he'd have looked like he had lipo. I'd have roasted the hungry hippo out of that Negro. I swear for M&M's I would have. Because he would have had to explain to me right then on the spot in front of his mammy and the good Lord, how the hell did you eat so much you put dark circles under your eyes? He'd have given me all kinds of I'd have roasted. I'm telling you, I'd have roasted him so bad he'd have quit nothing. L'Oreal, he'd have lost weight chasing me trying to fight. I ain't lying.
Caca and everything. That's a shame, boy.
Baby, I'd have roasted him from the top of his head to the bottom of them very sore feet. Because I know everywhere he went, the sole of his feet had to be so. You sitting up there mashing on them shoes like that with all that meat.
Okay.
Every pair of shoes he put on, the sole of the shoe looked like grilled cheese sandwiches, just mashed out. And you gonna sit up and call somebody? I'd have roasted the hell out of him. I'd have told him, first of all, until you manage to lift up your belly without the assistance of 3 orderlies to wash your own meat, don't you speak on the way out.
I know that's right.
Yeah, get your matter of fact, I'd have told him, you don't even know if I'm ugly. You get your sugar level down and get your eyesight checked, and then come back and tell me if I'm ugly or not. I don't trust you. I know you got diabetic retinopathy. You can't feel your wiener or your last 3 toes, and you worrying about what the hell I look like. When I say I'd have roasted him to death, I'd have roasted him all the way to the pearly gate. St. Michael and them would have sent him back.
Well, you know Candy can't do nothing. She ain't gonna do nothing but puff up and cry. Let's see. She ain't got no mouth for no talking.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, you can't look like that and call me ugly. That's what you can't do.
Yeah, you're right about it.
That's all I'm saying. Yeah. Lord, my sister just texted me and said it's time for me to go to bed.
I gotta go see one year go off on them though.
But he didn't go off on the whole group. He roasted Candy. It was a personal roast. It was a special roast. And she dumb for that, because I'd have got one year together too. You sitting up here looking sassy as hell, twirling your neck, talking about me.
So twirl it.
He was up there twirling his neck and tasting himself and going on. I'd have went off on him.
Oh my god! So from what I found,
what you found?
So what I found was it wasn't them. It wasn't directly Xscape, but what it was there was 2 songwriters that wrote a song for Xscape, and they had sued Mariah for I think 30.4 million. And the case was initially dismissed on no evidence grounds, but then the decision got overturned, and then Mariah and the 2 songwriters settled out of court. So the 2 songwriters had accused Mariah. Yeah. So the 2 songwriters had actually accused Mariah of it's the song "Thank God I Found You" by Mariah.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I don't be knowing all Mariah stuff because I'm not a big Mariah Carey fan too. I didn't even start really listening to her music until she got with Jermaine Dupri, and he put the music on it. I was never a Mariah fan. I remember when she first started, she'd be squeaking like a dolphin, and everybody like that was just the best thing in the world. Because she come out there sounding like Flipper, wearing them old runned over shoes from Kmart, and that little dried up, over processed, over bleached perm in her head, and squeaking. I'm like, all right, Flipper. Like, why is this impressive?
Oh no! All right.
I'm sorry. I told y'all when I get tired, I get silly. Y'all.
Because Candy slept with Jermaine Dupri, right? And then apparently, if you believe the rumors, apparently had a threesome with Jermaine Dupri and his father.
That's what they say. But then they try to say that there was a lie that Tasha put.
No, not Tasha. They tried to. Tamika, the one claimed that she lied or whatever.
Oh, it was Tamika. So was it 2 teeth?
That's what I'm saying. Them sisters is aggravating as hell. But every time something get told, it's always Tasha. Everything is Tasha. Like, y'all don't get the hell away from here. All y'all raggedy as a mango seed.
Especially his mother.
Now I ain't gonna talk about the mama. I talk about a wig though.
It's that wig that
I
looks
would
like.
definitely talk about that heathen wig.
That's the wig that she bought from a Mexican abuela when that Mexican abuela had washed it and soaked it in urine.
Nah, baby,
That's why
that
it's
wig. No, DT, that wig came from the Legion Hall. That came from the juke joint. You could get a 6-piece wing and a half a pint of moonshine. That's where that wig came from. I know that wig. I've seen it before.
I mean, it does. I mean, it does look like it does smell like moonshine. So
No, I'm just saying. Don't ask me what I was doing at the Legion Hall. None of y'all business. But I've seen that wig before. That wig need deliverance and prayer.
well, it does. It does. Like Respucia's wig.
Now, Respucia's wig was actually a cultural artifact. That wig been around through the ages.
That's right. Yeah, because we had concluded that it was there during the Egyptians and the Crusades
Yeah,
and
that wig was around when Gilgamesh got crowned in ancient
yeah.
Mesopotamia. Like that wig has been there for everything. The wig was there when Mary and Martha was told not to weep and not to moan. The wig was there for everything.
Yeah.
That wig is a trans-dimensional cultural icon. Now
Yes.
that wig on Mama Scott, that wig is still that wig is backsliding.
No. Yeah. Exactly.
That wig was saved at one point and just backslid.
Yeah. I think it was drenched in moonshine. If I'm being
Yeah,
very fair.
well, you know, moonshine will make you backslide.
That is true. That is very very true.
Hey, cool gamer. Well, moonshine has been known to make a few people backslide. I ain't judging.
Because it's that potent and that strong.
I'm telling you. Look here. I'm about to get off of here. Y'all ain't gonna keep me all night. 3 hours and 30 minutes. It'll be 4 hours before we know it. And everybody using me to get through their shift and get through their studying and get through braiding hair. I'm finna get off of here. And you done went got dinner and everything.
Oh my gosh.
You did. I'm about to get my butt off of here and drink me some hot tea.
Yes.
Because
I am going home. I am going to relax.
I know that's right. I'm gonna drink some hot tea. I might not sleep, but I'm gonna try to lay flat and like let my body rest a little bit. Because a lot of times, you know, I got insomnia. I've always had insomnia since you know me.
Yeah.
But so even if I can't sleep, sometime I'll just kind of just turn the TV off and everything, and just kind of lay here and at least let my body calm down, even if it don't go to sleep, so I can still function because I still have stuff to do the next day, whether I go to sleep or not.
Exactly.
You know, so that's what I'm about to do. I'm getting out of here with y'all. We done clown and played too much in here.
All right, Seanitra, I'll go back to the chat.
All right, no, we all finna get up off of here. Talking about you going back to the chat. We finna get up off of here. You finna relax, and I pray everybody else finna carry their little booties to bed. Okay.
Yes. All right. We'll see you then.
All right, boo. Bye.
Bye.
Okay, y'all in the chat, all my kin folks, we had us a couple of laughs tonight. All right, I'm glad to see you guys. This was fun as per normal. I enjoyed it, but I gotta go. Your girl is tired. I have had it. Like it's my girly time, and some of y'all know what I mean. So I got to get some rest a little bit and drink some hot tea. But listen, if y'all don't mind, hit the like button on your way out. If you didn't hit the like button on the way in, hit your notification bell. Make sure you click all so you'll know every time we go live on this porch. And also subscribe if you have not subscribed. And if you want to join channel membership, make sure you hit the join button or the membership link in the description box of this video. All right. So I will talk to you guys later. I love you guys. Say your prayers, sweet dreams. Good night. And remember, if no one else says it, hun, God loves you. I love you. And ain't nothing you can do about it. We'll talk later. Bye, y'all.